Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. 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 We are officially back after such a long ass time. I'm so happy to say this once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good nights, wherever you are. My name is Makini, artist, journeyman, and illustrator, and we welcome you back to the 9th season of the greatest Sunday afternoon art show on YouTube, Makini Live. I am so happy to see everybody back. I'm so happy to see the chat's going to start really popping in. I'm just happy to be back here live with the full banner, with the full design, with full everything in full force. And of course, I cannot do this alone without my two co-hosts, and my partner's crowd has been with me since day one. So guys, can you do me a favor? Can you guys please give them a huge round of applause to my co-host, Bruce Lombardo and Mads MamaBear. Let's go.
Hey.
Wow.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. How's it feel? How's it feel, y'all? they give you an applause. They give you a round of applause, y'all. Let them go. How's it feel to be back? How does it feel to be back, y'all? How does it feel?
You were such a yum.
Nice to see you two again.
Y'all don't like the standing ovation? Come on now.
I dig the studio audience bit. I really do.
Exactly.
I grew up listening to that as a young child, and that was just a staple for Gen X. So this is interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah. See
that's why I said to him, I hope there's a laugh track as well.
I can't give you guys a laugh track. I'm sorry. This is where we get serious here.
Great.
Maybe an ooh for super chats.
No, I got play. No, I got that. No, I know. I got to take care of
them. Here they come.
No, here they come. Yes, here they come. And everybody, we are so back. And I'm just before we get to the chat, and I know the chat's about to start blowing up, guys.
Too late. It's already done.
Let me talk to Bruce and Matt just real quick. What do y'all think of does it feel good to be back in the studio again? Does it feel good to be back with everybody back again?
You replaced my chair.
I did not replace the chair. You guys like do you guys like the new setup at least? Do you guys like the new setup?
There's a green screen on the wall.
There's no green screen.
Mads is supposed to show weather.
There's no green. What green screen? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your studio.
Okay,
you borrowed some money from Dr. Disrespect.
I did not borrow some money. No, we made this ourselves. Okay, this is from our own production budget here, Bruce.
No, this is like a $6 million budget here. I mean, the Champions Club shook some hands, firm handshakes all around, and look at us,
guys. Now,
you fixed the cushion on my chair. That is so awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I had to. We got to. Because I kept having that squeaking voice. I kept having that squeaking sound every once in a while. So it's like we had to refurbish there. Mads, how do you like the new setup and everything? Do you like the
I like it. I keep expecting like Zach and Kelly to show up, but
oh my god, no, we couldn't do that. Probably couldn't get them in the room together anyway.
I was just seeing the green screen. I was wondering if Mads is going to do like traffic and weather next.
No. We ain't got anything like that. We don't got anything like that. But what we do have is a brand new setup. If you guys have not seen,
closest you'll get to the weather. Okay, and Mads, what's the weather down in Texas? It's hot.
Exactly. No. But in real talk.
Actually, today it's freaking cold over here, like for Texans.
It's 68 here, so it is warming up. So.
Yeah, that's the magic word for Texans. I is Canadian.
We had a thunderstorm last night, and the thunderstorm's still kind of going over by Corpus Christi, Victoria area. And so it dropped the temperatures down between 55 and 58.
Wow.
So normal Texans are outside in like layers today.
So real talk. Let's be real here for a second. How did y'all like the outro? How'd you like that intro?
The intro was nice.
Yeah.
You put some time into it. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. Like seriously, I can't say anything strong enough. Honestly, the work that I've done to put this all together, I'm very proud of. I am very proud of it, and I will not. I feel like it was worth it. Honestly, I did so much research. I did a lot of just studying and such like that. Even the background, I had to just kind of default to a typical '90s theme, but it still worked. It still had so much flavor. I feel like there's a lot of style going into this season. How do you? I didn't really get your opinion, but how did you like the thumbnail, Bruce?
Intriguing.
I did it like a TV promo.
Yeah, it looked like you were like studying some retro.
Oh, I was
new stuff. Like you had gone back in time and looked at.
No, I was like, actually, I was just looking at I was looking at promos on UPN.
I mean, UPN modern is like Rescue 911 in the '90s and Unsolved Mysteries,
right?
With their stills, but yeah, it looks good, man.
Yeah. A lot of people I was talking behind the scenes with a couple people. They said they loved it. They loved the look and everything. The work, and especially when you guys see the outro. When you guys see the outro, we go that extra mile as well. But this, I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to really come in full force. Like this is gonna be a full force stream, and we're gonna go all the way until we're gonna go all the way through the summer, guys. This is going to be the longest season of Makini Live yet, and I think it's gonna be one of the best seasons we'll ever have on this channel. So before we go, is say hi to the chat, because the chat is about to blow up like crazy. Everybody is back. Everybody's excited to be back. The audience is back. Audience is very excited to be back. Let's go ahead and what is the focus on today? We're going to be working on the Elf Fighter. This is the Elf Fighter. This is actually a redraw. For those who do not know, this is in fact a redraw. Let me go ahead and bring up the old pieces right here. This is some old from 2021, in fact. And one thing that I put a poll up on Friday. If you guys would like to see more original stuff added to the member batches each month, to the art batches each month, and everybody unanimously said yes. So I will be doing some more original pieces. I'll add some, at least one original piece to everyone's art batch each month moving forward. So thank you all for the feedback. I did get started on the base level of shading today. So the plan our plan today is we're gonna get the shade. I'm gonna get the base shading done. We're gonna get the inner shading done. I'm gonna try to get at least all the shading layers and the lighting layers done today. That's gonna be my focus. And we'll see how far we can get within say a 3.5 hour time frame. So I think that should be just enough for us to get a lot of progress done. So, but before we do so, we got to say hi to every single person in the chat. Thank y'all for being, like I said, I want to, before I address everybody in the chat, I want to say thank you, everybody, for being here. And I want to say, and just a big thank you to everybody who's been very patient with me in putting all this together and bringing the team back together for this one. It has taken a long time. It has taken longer than needed just because I was trying to get everything ready and set for the everything set for the premiere. And I want to, and thank you to everybody who's been enjoying the off-season streams that I've been doing on Sundays and Fridays. You guys have been really entertained by that. And moving forward, I will be continuing to do Friday streams and especially Monday morning streams as well. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys sticking with me for this one. And, of course, YouTube, with YouTube being YouTube and everything kind of ramping up and such like that, with what's been going on YouTube, I appreciate that you guys still find a place. You guys still are able to still find time and place to just be in this chat, watching us draw, whether you're actually visible, active in the chat, or just lurking. I appreciate the fact that you guys are willing to spend your time with us this Sunday, every Sunday, not just this Sunday afternoon, but every time I go live, every time we go live. I can't appreciate you guys enough, and I cannot stop saying thank you to, of course, the amazing chat, the greatest chat we have on YouTube, and of course the people who have been the greatest supporters of the channel, as we like to call the CSF Nation. Thank you personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing. So this one is for you. CSF Nation represent.
Oh, you slay me, tiger. You are the fly in my soup. You are the eyelash in my eye. You are so busy blowing out bad vibes in every direction that we are all choking on your second-hand smoke.
CSF Nation represent. Thank you guys. You're all cute, sexy, and fun. Thank you. Especially
really would appreciate, for those of you that are here in the chat. I'm actually hearing an echo on myself here. I don't know why, but
Yeah, me too.
You are?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't hear an echo. I wonder if that's on my end.
Okay. We tried that instead.
Okay, because I don't hear an echo on your end. I know you guys sound loud and clear. So I'm wondering if that's on me. Sorry. Go ahead.
YouTube has been playing some games here lately behind the scenes, and just
yes, it has.
For you guys that are here with us today, appreciate you spending your time with us. And I don't know if we could ever really influence that further or tell you how much we really appreciate it. We can't, because somebody wanting to invest their time with someone else and just on a consistent day during the week, doing this time and time again, it means a lot to us. So I don't know if my thanks is going to amount to much here. I want you guys to just understand that if there's anything that you want to contribute to us, the only thing that I would ever ask of you would be just like the stream. Sharing it out or anything further than that is like just icing on the cake. It tastes really good. But I'm happy. I'm a fat guy. And you can just give us a little cake by pressing the like button, and I would be really appreciative.
That's weird. Sorry.
That sends a big message.
Okay, you know what? I'm wondering if that's. I wonder if that's the case. Hang on. Okay,
what's going on?
No, because they're saying the clip was echoing, so I'm wondering if that was. I wonder if that was me sending it open. So I'm gonna mute. I muted my screen. So let's do this. Let's do this instead. We're gonna do this, and you guys pay attention to the background. I'm not gonna show the full screen. We'll just share the Clip Studio Paint app. There you go. Much better. So you don't have to hear that. So hopefully it'll be better. So anyway, yeah. Like what Bruce says, guys, the best thing you can do is just share the stream out. Just share a stream out, and just tell your friends, tell your mates.
I was actually asking for a like, but
just hit that. Step on that like button.
Icing on the cake too.
Yeah, step on that like button. Just please hit that subscribe button, guys. YouTube has been, and I'll be honest with you, and I'll say this once, and I'm only going to say this one time. And apologies if I sounds like I'm complaining. For some weird reason, I have been dropping subs recently, and I do not know why. It seems it happens every day. I've been dropping subs because I'm under 1,300 now, and I don't know if was it something I said or something like that. But if you guys should just share the stream out and just help other people, I'm still pushing for 2K by the end of this summer.
I mean,
that's still my goal. I'm not losing that.
Angry Dommy Mommy has been booting some of our people that we watch on a frequent basis.
Yeah, it has. Some people have been demonetized. Some people have just been
kicked out of the partner program.
Yeah. So I'm lucky. I feel lucky that I'm still here. I'm lucky I'm still here. I still have members. I still have you guys. And I will look into other outlets for support as well. So it just won't be, just like you always say, don't put your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
So
I just, there was some things that happened in the last 48 hours, I found out.
Mm-hmm.
Gundam. It's a Gundam.
Yeah, no, it's a Gundam. Yeah, and it's Gundam. One thing, of course, one of the big controversies was the situation involving Matt Walsh of the Daily Wire and such like that. So we're not getting into politics here. This isn't the place. This is not the place, guys.
I'm not familiar with what happened with him, but I don't care either.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I did, but I don't.
It deals with the whole Bud Light Dylan M. It deals with the whole Bud Light and Dylan M situation, which it seems that the platform is definitely seems to be in very protective mode of him. So I'm going to try to refer to him as DM.
Yeah, I have no opinion on that person whatsoever.
I do, and I'm going to keep it to myself. But he is not who he said. But he is.
We're going to stop talking about it now.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we might be having to post up a stream to our friends at the hub.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, thank you guys so much. Hey guys, thank y'all so much for being here. If you guys can, please step on that like button, share the stream out. If you guys are brand new here, hit that subscribe button. This is going to be our push to 2K by the end of the summer. We are pushing to 2K by the end of the summer. Let's make it happen. And then if you guys want to support us further, you can become a channel member for as low as $1 a month. You get really cool art each month like this, added, sent to your email. 50, we're at least 40 members strong. We'd like to be at 50 members by the end of this year. We'd like to be at least at 50 members. So let's make it happen, guys. And I'm going to be pumping out a lot of I'm going to be in creator mode. So I'm going to be pumping out a lot of content moving forwards here. So get ready for it as well. No deadlines.
And Awesome One hits it on the nail there. They want to be cable, but they didn't understand how come they became popular in the first place. And by creating a homogenized audience, you've taken away the incentive for an independent mind to stick around, and that's why there's a lot of people that are going elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, can we finally acknowledge the chat?
Yeah, can we acknowledge the chat, please?
And the super chats that have fallen in, because one definitely needs acknowledging.
Okay, give her a hug.
Okay. Let's get started. Let's get started here. First up, of course, we got Mads, who's been making sure to let everybody know, hey, we might be running late. We'll run late. That'll be kind of the thing moving forward. Mads, I'll have Mads or Bruce just let the chat know that if we're running late, we'll let everybody know. Very well. Thank you, Stunning. Thank you for that pun. Power, good to see you, my friend. Steve Melvin's bot.
Nerdrotic time.
What?
Could we actually just say we're running on nerdrotic time? I mean, sure, I've never seen an FNT start on schedule.
Well, that's true.
You will never hear me refer to running on nerdrotic time.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like,
and awesome one who is one of our channel members who has been dropping the all new chibi emojis for Kiki, for Brianna, and for Skyla. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully, I would love it if StreamYard could actually show our emotes, but you know, it was it is. He does not slumber, of course.
I have a laundry list for StreamYard whenever they want to fix this app. You take
they've been doing that. They've been doing that slowly, so I appreciate that. So
yes, slowly.
Power 700. Good to see you, my friend. Mamba Volume 9 out now. Yes, Chibi. We got a Chibi Bree. We got Chibi Bree emojis. Thank you so much. And then we got a incredibly generous $50 super chat from the one and the only Squeeka Mouse. Jesus Christ, Squeeka, you didn't have to do that. Squeeka, thank you so much. He says, welcome back. I missed y'all. We missed you so much. Squeeka, thank you so much. It was great chatting with you earlier this morning. Being a part of all of this. We will have you. I will have you on as a guest this season, guaranteed, so stay tuned for that. But you are truly special in the CSF Nation, in this entire sphere. You want to deny that, but you actually are. You're very special to all of us and to me personally. So thank you for that $50 super chat. I am going to give you a Chun-Li. This is the first super chat clip of Makini Live Season 9. Thank you, Squeeka, so much.
Thank you, Sean.
Yes, what you've just witnessed is the brand new super chat clips that I have done. I have, yes, it is done in the form of an infomercial. So add you to buy now. Speaking of which, we got 2 member chats. One from the one and only Stunning Brave Megatron, who has been the resident for 7 months, who replies with a 8008135. Thank you. I know what that means. I appreciate that. Then, of course, one of our recent members, Pops, who's been a member for 2 months. They're saying Mac is back, guys. If you guys have not subscribed to Pops, do yourself a favor and subscribe to him now. He has been on fire lately. He's been doing a lot of interviews lately, specifically with Arwyn, especially a lot of people in the community. He is such a great person. Yeah, just been hanging out. Of course, he's been streaming, with the one and only Stone Loki and various other members within Valhalla. He is such a great supporter and a great person in this community, in this sphere, whatever you want to call it. Pops, Stunning, thank you guys so much for the member chats. Thank you for continued support being CSF Nation members. I'm going to give you guys a $2. Let's go Minot for a $2 super chat. Here you go, guys. Thank y'all so much for the member chat.
Minot wins.
So one little thing, as we're good to continue to chat, one little thing is that I've upped the ante on super chat clips, as I will not disclose how many super chat clips we have right now, but we have at least 50. Yeah, I came up with 50 different clips, and that's only half the roster. I'm not even, by the time we get to the full roster, we'll be at least at 100 super chat clips. So there's plenty more to go around. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you all so much. He does not slumber, of course. Yes, yes, yes. Weather Girl Mads. Yeah, have Mac on the beach. Well, I might do that for the summer. This is a makeup for Mads Miss Streams, so it's a blessing for her. Now back to Mom Burger King. Shut up. What? Pops is saying hashtag Mads green screen. Pops goes to the Pops. Squeeka is behind Makini draws. I don't think she is. I just looked behind my computer chair. I don't think she is.
Because you were talking about, you guys were talking about how the chairs were squeaking.
Yeah, but his chair was squeaking. It doesn't mean Squeak was there.
It was squeaking, and I've had this chair so long, it's really comfortable, but there was a hole in the cushion. Like there, when you sit down in a certain way, like I lean to the right typically, and it wears the cushion out. Well, the cushion's been amended. It's been fixed.
Okay. Well, there you go. No, Squeeka is not behind me in on the chair. So.
We would hear squeals.
We would hear her immediately. Exactly.
Also, this stream is boomer enabled, so if you have one of those vibrating chairs, go ahead, and plug your cable into the chair right now, so your
That's the new
tushy can
feature.
get a
That's the newest
massage.
feature, Boomer. We should merchandise that Boomer Kini. Every time we do a Boomer Kini, it just vibrates. Oh, and I think that probably should be patent. Anyway, everybody's dropping where the weather is like over where they are. Yes, it's gonna be longer than the Kings. Yep. How about an original self-portrait? I am not comfortable enough to do something like that, to be honest.
I would love to see.
However, what one of the streams that I do plan to do is that I do plan to do a part 2 of the sketchbook tour that we did last season or 2 seasons ago. We'll do a part 2 of the sketchbook tour hopefully this season, and if I can find it, I do want to show the first ever portrait that I ever did when I was 8 years old. That far back, you know. CSM represent. Of course, that was from Extremely Goofy Movie. Yes, it was. The clip I forgot. Yeah, so we got it. Yeah, so that was so weird. Okay, thank you all so much for let me saying everything's fine now. Okay, Parrothead, thank you so much. Parrothead saying this is that time where YouTube censorship is in full swing. That might be what it is. Awesome one is definitely what Bruce was saying. Everybody was saying they're trying to be a cable. Yeah, exactly. Squeak has been hanging. It's not. No, that's not what he. Shut up. Kenzo, another channel member who's been dropping all 3 of the chibi emotes. I will be adding more chibi emotes throughout this season periodically, so always check back because you might be surprised. So always keep in mind, Squeeka, don't mind hanging. Don't worry about me, awesome one. I do it for the shout out. I do it to keep Makini drunk. Squeeka, damn it, Squeeka, stop hitting me in the feels, okay? Stop. I can't take it. Okay. I can't take it. Awesome one says cool. And then we got some freaking.
I've got a 12-pack of Shiner Trail Ale. You can have it.
Of course, Stunning. Of course, Stunning has gifted 5 CSF Nation memberships. Parrothead, Cal G, Mega Jetty 1, Johnny Cage, and Jeremy Swiggs are now all officially CSF Nation members. Thank you so much, Stunning. Thank you, everybody, for being a CSF Nation channel member. You guys, to all my existing channel members, to the brand new ones, you guys are amazing. Like I said, our goal is 50. Our goal is 50 by the end of this year. So thank you, Stunning. Thank you, everybody, for becoming a channel member to CSF Nation. I'm going to give you guys a $5 for the equivalent of that. I'm going to give you guys a $5. We'll give you guys a $5 jewelry crypt for that one. Thank you guys so much. I will be putting together a CSF Nation video, a channel member video for all my new channel members as well. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna give you guys a $5 jewelry for it. It definitely ain't you, Stunning. It ain't never gonna, not in this lifetime or any lifetime. Anyway, thank you so much.
He's a CSF Nation sugar daddy.
Okay, and by the way, we got banditobane with a member chat. Thank you so much, Manu, who did not say anything apparently, but he has been a 5-month member chat for the CSF Nation Tourist. Hey Mac, you got to get game back in the interview. Ginger missed you this morning. It was just us this week. We need to drop off early. Kenzo and Angry couldn't make it and slowly went to a con. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know Ginger has the Sunday morning streams way before I do, trying to get the team back there. I did peek in a little bit, and it was just Ginger and Bandito this time around. So I am terribly sorry, guys. I will try to be back next Sunday morning for you guys. So, but still, anyway, Bandito, thank you so much. Thank you for the member chat as always. Thank you for the support, guys. I will, like I said, I promise I will try to be back next Sunday. So don't you worry. But thank you, Bandito, for the member chat. I'm gonna give you a $2 Lucia for you one. Thank you, man, as always. Guys so much. You guys have been absolutely amazing. They're mousing with me, Sneaky. I think yesterday Squeeka was sneaking some love on various streams. I noticed that. Fire up looking nice. Thank you, Afro. We'll get to it, guys. I will get to it. So, and then there's $5 Mac on shop. I'm not a beer gal. I don't drink, period. So I know what you feel about you. And if I was drinking, it definitely wouldn't be Bud Light. It's stunning.
I've known a secret about that stuff since I was able to drink it, and after the first taste, it's like, nope, next.
Now, stunning to kind of comment on what you said. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15. I got 16 jury clips.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I have 16 clips. Do you
have? Probably just as much.
Okay.
Like it's all my super chat clips are labeled by value amount, so it really depends. So it's just I have a lot of $2 ones. I have a lot of $2 and $5 and $10. I have the highest is you're gonna get is a 50. So if anybody sends me $100 super chat, which that won't happen, it'll just have to be revert to a 50.
You do understand the pun he's making, right?
I know that.
Okay.
I know that. Yes, I do.
I liked it.
It went right over my head.
Okay.
That was fun.
Whatever you say, boomer. Okay. Boomer. Yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer.
There you go. Right over my head.
In about another year, she's going to be completely irrelevant.
We get another year. I'll give it another couple of months.
She's already irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're the only ones still keeping her in circulation at this point.
Exactly.
She should give us $1.
You know, I wouldn't pay if I could get paid for the super chat clips I use. I totally would. Capcom, I'm just saying. Street Fighter 6 is coming out, and I'm going to be going to town with those super chat clips. Guaranteed. I'm just saying. Anyway, okay, so. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Anyway, so yes, we are officially back for this season. I am very happy to see that. I'm very pleased about it, and this is going to be. I do think that this is going to be just kind of the defining season for the channel. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I have been doing a lot of progress behind the scenes on. I'm officially 4 months into the tablet, and I can say with some degree of confidence that I've gotten better, and at the same time, you know, I need to get back into that kind of that mode once again, just because I've been balancing a lot of stuff recently. So just with that being said, you know, we're back in full force, and we're going to be back. Like I said, guys, this is going to be the longest season of Makini Live, and moving forward, each season is going to last for a couple of months now, instead of just having it last for like 1 to 2 months or 2 to 3 months at any specific time. It's going to last throughout for basically an entire season, literally. So that means with the 10th season will begin sometime in September, late September, early October, and then they'll go all the way to the end of the year. And then we're going to do the same thing for season 11 and moving forward. So I am very, very, I'm very much looking forward to this season. What this season has entails. There's probably a couple of drawing challenges I want to do this season. There's also likely that we're gonna have some actual guests. We're gonna actually have some actual guests on, and I'm gonna be starting planning my stuff beforehand. In fact, so yeah, there you go. I mean, I guess we'll go around the horn. Mads, Bruce, I mean, how's it been for you guys? I know during the off season when it's just been me. Just kind of your thoughts and stuff like that, and just how much you guys are looking forward to what's to come this season.
Go ahead, Matt.
It's been quiet. I mean, there is one thing that I am looking forward to, and I am totally going to pressure you into doing this. If not, I'm going to wind up drawing it myself. Just fair warning.
Okay.
Black Daddy Fortnite.
We got to make some merch. I do agree that does have to be some merch or something, because that is kind of
you knew I was going to mention
the ongoing train. Yeah, I know that is going to be the ongoing train, because if you didn't bring that up, then it was either going to be the Vac2 bringing that up, or it was going to be Becky bringing that up.
See, that's the chibi we need for the chat. We need a Black Daddy Fortnite.
I'll figure something out. I gotta figure something out. That's gonna be weird.
No, that's Maki's official nickname now.
Not official, just one of.
Well, you know I'm never gonna let go of the art pimp.
No, I'm not gonna look at the art pimp. No, and then I'm trying to come up with more nicknames like Ruin Leon, but I can't think of anything.
Nicknames are one of those things that it's better when it comes organically. You can't force it.
No. So I can't be the lunch lady with the big J cup titties that slop on Tuesdays.
We have a request in the chat.
What's up?
We have a request in the chat from today's sponsor, from Squeeka. She says, "I need a big black orc chibi."
Yep.
All I'll say is that could probably be rearranged. Yeah, I remember when I said that. And a part of me is kind of happy that Squeeka didn't let that go. I said that on T-shirt and story and stream. But yes, we'll probably make that happen. It'll probably come up with ideas for merchandise. Speaking of which, I've been on Twitter. I've been showcasing some of the older sticker stuff that I've been doing, and it's getting me to consider that maybe next month I'll start. We'll kickstart the Sonic X Street Fighter stickers again.
I really think you should be, while we've got the iron, which is moderately hot, I think you should do some Italian plumber and mushroom man love.
Mario
and
stickers.
I know that sounds worse when I say it, but I think
that one's tricky though. That one is tricky because the reason why is just simple, just copyright.
Yeah,
just copyright. And unlike Disney, Nintendo is very, very protective of their copyright.
Disney would smash somebody with actual talent trying to, merchandise just a fucking $2 picture on a
but they actually care. Yeah, but Nintendo actually cares to the point where they're actually willing to DMCA strike anyone, and I mean anyone who even uses even a hint of their own music.
Yeah, thank God.
Not to mention drawing a Goomba, it would definitely risk pissing off Mama Susan.
Yeah, just because. Well, Goombas can take off.
I'm just saying.
Goombas are fun. Goomba was fun to draw though. We did the Mario drawing stream with Dream and Tabitha, which I will be reaching out to as well. But we did a freaking Mario themed drawing, and I think it was probably the best part of that Mario drawing was me doing the Goomba. That was so much fun.
I'm just saying, whoever designed the Goombas, you a little sussy.
No, I say that's genius. You call sussy, I call a stroke a genius. Especially in today's climate. In today's climate, that's a stroke of genius.
Mads, did you see the Mario movie?
Yes, I have.
What a,
To be fair, is actually a big fan.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I need a 30-second review.
30-second review. Man, I suck at reviews. Absolutely, it is a total blast. Definite rewatchable. Absolutely rewatchable.
That's
I
what
think
I've heard.
the kid has already rewatched it. She's a huge Mario fan, so actually plays the game. There is a lot of really cool Easter eggs in there, including Spike, their original manager from the games,
Nice.
from the early games. And you'll have to be a really old Mario head to catch that one.
We're talking original Mario Brothers, not the NES ones. We're talking the original Mario Brothers.
Like the original, like from the original Nintendo, like the first Nintendo system.
Right.
The
original
Mario
8-bit.
Brothers where you had to jump
the first original Famicom, not before the NES, but at least before the original Famicom, right?
One of their first game.
Mm-hmm.
The first game they had after Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about. That's why I was bringing it up. That's
the one where they introduced Luigi into the game, if I remember right. Right?
Yep. Yeah. The boss that they had to change his name after somebody realized how it sounded, and his name later on became Spike.
Okay. There you go. So yeah, no, it was.
Translations. I'll get that.
I know the movie was. I did hear numerous times the movie was filled with so many different Easter eggs and such, and that was just like a treat, and a complete treat. To
and you guys know me. That's the kind of stuff I live for.
Mm-hmm.
I love something that is just absolutely filled with Easter eggs, because it's fun to spot all of that stuff. And
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm gonna say the little one absolutely loves the Toads, And Jack Black as Bowser.
We don't have a Toadette, do we? Toadette isn't in it, is she?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I love Toadette. Sorry.
You know what? With how well it's done,
mm-hmm.
It is safe to say that they're probably going to do a sequel, and they didn't even like really bring in Yoshi. Like that was an Easter egg that you'll blink and you miss it type situation. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that's another thing that they bring in. Yoshi, Wario, Waluigi, all of that. Yeah. There is still a whole lot still left to be touched.
Right. It's probably way too much.
I'm pretty okay with the Super Mario. Like that was a real good surprise at the box office. I haven't seen it yet.
I want to ask you something, Mads. Didn't they reference the Super Mario Brothers Super Show though? Didn't they reference the cartoon?
Do they reference Captain Lou Albano? That's the thing I want to know.
I will have to rewatch that.
Your arm.
I will say the one that they didn't reference is the movie Saka John Leguizamo.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You talking about the movie where they had the authentic Latvian or Eastern European dancers?
Yeah, with Dennis Hopper as King.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
No, I'll admit I've seen that movie more than once, because there's a
charm to it.
There's an absolutely fun, like cheesy, Sharknado type charm to it.
Mm-hmm.
But this Mario movie is a million times better.
Absolutely.
Because you know what, they actually get it right. Like Luigi is actually Italian.
I'm it was an interesting thing that was a lot of the talk, and I want to bring this up, was that the fact that they I see what you did there. I see what you did there. First off, I'll just before we move on, let me just say, Leguizamo needs to shut his effing mouth right now. He needs to keep his mouth shut because he ain't helping. He ain't helping anybody. He is not.
You know what?
Anyone.
Leguizamo, absolutely fabulous actor. Did love him in Encanto, and you know what? Absolutely one of my favorite roles by him. No, Tu Wong Fu.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. There's that. I'm just saying, at this point, you're not helping your case. No. Leguizamo, so just keep your stupid mouth shut.
No, I've even seen him interviewing other Latinos about their opinions on the Latinx thing that he identifies himself with.
He's the only one I know of.
Yeah, that's it.
With an income over 5 digits.
I would love an interview between John Leguizamo and Paulie Latino Slant. That's all I'm gonna say. I would love to see that.
That's not ever going to happen.
That's not ever going to happen. But just see the fallout from that would be hilarious.
It would be fun.
It would be hilarious. And by the way, we love Paulie to death, so I absolutely love Latino Slant. So I'm just saying, I would love to see that happen. Just because, so we can get to that conversation. Just so we can get to that conversation. Anyway.
Big fan of Latino Slant.
Same here. So, guys, if you guys want something, Paulie, do yourself.
Oh my God! Thank you. Bandito. That is an awesome one I missed. banditobane says, I saw it yesterday for my birthday. Also, Mario's original voice actor is the voice of Mario and Luigi's dad.
Go ahead and highlight it if you need to.
Oh shit! I forgot I can do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and highlight it if you need to.
Yeah. No, that was.
Now, see, there's those nice little things that they did. I know the big. I want to ask you this. Because, I know the big everybody's talk was about how Peach was treated in the film, and for what I've seen, she hits some of those tropes, but she acts more as a cheerleader.
What was wrong with how she was treated?
Or how she was depicted as, or how everybody
like
was
a damsel in distress, or what?
No. Is
far from it.
Yeah, exactly.
She trains Mario on how to do the jumping and dodging and all of that jazz.
I saw a train sequence that was awesome. So that was I'm happy to see that. I'm actually just happy to hear that, honestly, just because for me personally, I think we need more cheerleaders. Like, we need more cheerleaders in fiction, to be honest.
Okay.
Seriously.
Movie critics are still mad about this new Mario movie?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, they have been. They have been since day one.
I generally don't pay attention.
For a lot of reasons.
I stopped paying attention to most movies. Actually, I've never been a fan of movie critics. I didn't even like Siskel and Ebert.
Exactly. I'm just saying. This has been the thing since release day, even before release. Because you know how everybody has a hate boner for Chris Pratt.
Which I don't understand. All the guy wants to do is pay his mortgage note. That's it.
Well, the problem is that one, he's possibly the other side. Two, he's a Christian, obviously, and him attending a Christian school that him attending a church that basically is very anti-LGBT, and people still have a hate boner for Chris Pratt, and to that say that these guys are just pathetic, and it's just blown out of proportion. It's just completely blown out of proportion. So, and it's been a thing for a long time.
I kind of feel
LEP,
sorry
I don't
for
care. I don't care what gender LEP is. You're still a piece of shit. In the discussion. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me dive behind this immutable status and claim victim mode.
I thought you were going to say, let me dive behind the bunker. And go. I think that should be a thing.
I feel sorry for the people.
I think we need to have probably need to have some kind of bunker every time I need to go off. Like there probably needs to be a bunker or something for everybody to hide in. Sorry.
Oh, the lucky Nico joins the chat. Hello.
Lucky, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. But no, the film is cruising its way to 1 billion. And I think this is even before it's released in places like Korea and Japan, where I think it might even do more, because that's where people are speculating, and that is kind of in its native home country that Mario is going to do real big. But also have to keep in the fact that although Mario is a Japanese property, the film is completely Western. It's a Western film, so that might not be the case. However, that doesn't mean it's still not going to do big, because as I was bringing it up the other day, and Neon and Geeky Sparkles brought this up in a good point, is that considering our generation, considering Gen Z, considering Little Bear, the generation that Little Bear is in right now, Mario to them is their Mickey Mouse. Think about it. Because they're not as exposed to Mickey or as early Disney as, say, I was, or Mads was, or Bruce was. This generation, even millennial, even I wasn't that exposed to Mickey as growing up in Disney's golden age. I probably didn't know who Mickey was until about after I was like 5 or 6 or 7, after like Aladdin and such like that. But I knew who Mario was from the very beginning.
Well, they do actually have on the Disney Channel. I think they still have it going, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which would be a good introduction, which is an introduction for most of the younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I don't know about down there, like we generally have up here on one of our channels, every Sunday a Disney movie.
Right. That was like kids for us growing up too.
Mm-hmm.
ABC's Wild World of Mickey. That's what it was. Yeah.
So, no, I'm just CBC for us.
But what I'm saying is that I think this generation, especially I think for kids growing up in this generation, they're probably more exposed to Mario than they are to Mickey Mouse. That's what I'm saying. This is basically their Mickey. You know what I mean?
The reason I say like she's a big Mario head instead of like more Disney is that's one of the things she really looks forward to when she goes visits her dad, is because he's got pretty much every game system. Is it any wonder why I don't get child support? Sorry, didn't mean to let that one slip. But yeah, he has...
We'll edit that out in post.
I don't care. He's not going to watch it.
I think this is see for reality. If I had it, this would probably be the perfect time where I put the laugh track at.
Yeah, but she really looks forward. She enjoys playing Super Mario or whatever the version they have over there with her stepbrothers.
Right.
And I know if I can get the savings up for a system, she is definitely going to want a Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, we can make that happen. We can rally together and make that happen. It's just her being because I know everybody from of course from our circles. I am not. You know what? Power. You're right. I am the laugh track. No, you're right. I am the laugh track. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Hey man, and Power will totally get it. I am madly missing just like some sort of laugh track type thing, because my standard Saturday night live stream that I love to hang out in, they were watching the boxing match, so they weren't going last night. So I am missing some mad giggles.
Yeah, but for those moments, they need a laugh track or some kind of bad laugh track.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, if that's MamaBear laugh track, that'd be brilliant.
What?
I'm just saying, Sky, if you're listening, thank me later. That's MamaBear laugh track. Make it happen. Come on. Still, no, everybody else. That's MamaBear laugh track.
No, the one you need to hit up for anything technological, that's Austin.
Okay. Just letting y'all know, I'm just giving y'all this.
I love Sky.
If you come up with, if you guys do decide this, just remember, I gave you the idea. Just I want my credit.
I've got a good dad joke that we could probably slide in here real quick.
Wait, is Apollymi's in here?
Not yet.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Every Sunday is no. We had that with the '90s, Cavatinho. Okay, so
the Wonderful World of Disney in the '80s, you would have bits of Walt Disney.
In the early 2000s.
I admit I haven't had cable or a working. I haven't had cable since some point in COVID. I think summer 2020. I don't know. That's when I noticed that my TV stopped working. But right up until that point, we had Wonderful World of Disney every Sunday.
Exactly.
On CBC.
There were some good Disney-made TV shows that were on that they really would bring out for like a second running or something, and it was.
I can't remember, but I think it was Aladdin was the first thing I watched under the whole Wonderful World Disney. But I think that was where I watched. I remember specifically that probably the first thing I watched under there was the Brandy Cinderella adaptation. That's how I discovered it. Which I really like that adaptation.
And you know what the really nice thing about that was, other than the fact you had some really fantastic singers with Whitney Houston, with Brandy, covering that beautiful, talented actresses, absolutely stunning people.
Yes.
But back then, nobody lost their mind that Cinderella was black.
Because social media.
Because we had bigger to worry about.
Yeah, and social media wasn't created back then.
Do you, Matt? I got to take you back here. Hold on.
Okay. No. One second, Matt.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. If social media was invented in the '90s, I would probably be a lot worse off than I am now.
All of us would be.
We'd be the biggest.
Do you remember the show? I don't know if Mock does, and I wouldn't be upset if he didn't, but because of just his time around here. But there was a movie back in the late '70s called The Wiz.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember it coming out.
I watched it in school.
But yes, I do know of The Wiz.
Yes.
It was one of those movies that when you watch it, you're like, oh, it's a remake of The Wizard of Oz.
The Wiz is great.
And it's actually not bad. They didn't have the budget they really deserved for it.
No, it did integrate, but what it backed up, because one, you had Michael Jackson as you had Michael Jackson as Scarecrow, but you had freaking Quincy Jones doing the soundtrack for it.
Quincy
Jones was a big. If you guys are not listen, I'm just gonna say this, guys. If you guys are not a music buff, Quincy Jones was a big deal back in the day, a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
Still is. It listens just as good in 2023 as it did in 1970s.
Yes.
I didn't know you were familiar with that movie, and that makes me happy. I am familiar
with that movie. I'm very familiar with that movie because I remember watching all the way to the end. I watched it in school. Loved it. Love Michael Jackson's performance. Love the soundtrack. Mainly because one of my all-time favorite producers, Ninth Wonder, actually sampled that. Actually sampled one of the tracks in his song. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's from The Wiz. So yeah, I loved it. I love The Wiz. So I absolutely loved it.
Now, for some odd reason, I was thinking Janet Jackson was somewhere in there too.
Let me check.
Is she? I don't know.
Let me check.
But yeah, I see Megatron talking about the classic Disney princesses. Oh yeah, they're definitely still a thing.
Yeah, it's just you have to ignore Disney now.
No, kids still love it.
Stephanie Mills was Dorothy in The Wiz. Yes.
Yep. Rest in peace, Michael. You don't deserve that shit.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
God, I don't want to go into that. I really do not want to go into that because that is the.
That's as far as we're going into it.
Yeah. Because it creates the most harm. All I'm gonna say is that was probably not the thing that I wanted to hear when I got a chance to reunite with my mom after a year. That's all I'm gonna say. That's probably not what I wanted to hear. But I was happy to see a Filipino actor as you work as Black Queen and White King produce a Southeast Asian prince. Oh, in The Wiz? I think Kev T was referring to The Wiz.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to see a Filipino actor. Yeah, that's interesting.
It's movies. Handwave.
It's the movies Handwave. I love both versions of Wiz, by the way. I love both versions of Wizard of Oz. It's just
it's a fun 2 hours or hour and a half, and it for everything for all the little faults it has, it's got a good budget. It could have been better.
Creative.
They did everything they could, and I think they achieved their goals with that movie.
It wasn't just like what we would see nowadays is just like a blatant race swap or anything like that, but they were actually creative about it. There was actually effort put behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they not only put in effort behind it, but they did a couple rewrites on the script, if I remember right.
They made it work. Yeah, they actually make it make sense.
Segue?
What?
Is that a
What
segue?
No. What was the segue into though?
I know there was a couple ones you wanted to talk about, and one was a video done by Mark. You know.
All right, kids, buckle up. Adult time.
I think this is the point where we're getting to the whole Makini bunker, the whole CSF Nation bunker or something like that. Because I'm about to dropping a nuclear bomb of a rant.
Hey, rant away. I'll go pop some popcorn.
Oh, see, my nuclear bomb is gonna pop the popcorn. You know, it's gonna just heat it up. Just like
I'm actually not kidding.
I know. No. So Mark made. Now let me ask you this: I didn't see Mark's video, but did he cover the director's quotes by any chance? Did he cover what the director was saying about the backlash by any chance?
No.
Okay, good. Okay. So so I'm gonna have to.
Okay, just one question though.
Yes.
In particularly in regards to that director, do you feel safe having her name in your mouth?
Tina? Yes.
No.
Why?
The one for Cleopatra?
No. She's the producer.
Okay. Either way, do you feel safe having her name in your mouth?
Let's see. Baldy alopecia looking whore. Let's see.
I'm just saying you live in the right state to be worried. Okay.
I don't care what state I'm in. She's a piece of shit. Period. Okay.
Rant away.
So, let me put it this way. Now I wouldn't. Now I'm disappointed that I have to say Tina because That is not relation to our lovely CSF Nation member Tina Bojan. Tina, if you're watching this, we're not talking to you. We're definitely not referring to you. We love you. You're too pure. You're too lovable. Tina could say something in complete denial, and we still love her for it. We'd just be like, just let it go. She gets passed. But no. But the director's name is Tina, and this is okay. So Netflix is doing a Cleopatra documentary, which you look at it, it's like, okay. Wait, yes, Cavatino, LaToya Jackson was amongst the cast of The Wiz. Yes, you're absolutely right. LaToya Jackson was not Janet, but LaToya was. This is a very interesting thing. You kind of look into the whole Jackson family, the entire thing as well. It's very interesting, But yeah.
Yep, Sidney Lumet directed that film.
Mm-hmm.
They did a dream version of New York City, and just they completely did everything proper with it.
Yes, they did. Absolutely. That's how you do it right. That's how you do it right. And guess what? The Wiz wasn't a documentary. Okay, now let's. How do I begin? Okay, so everybody knows that that Netflix is working on a documentary about Cleopatra, which you would say, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. That is really, really cool, because we don't have that many documentaries about Cleopatra. For most people, I would say for most people who would argue, their probably first or a few exposures of Cleopatra was, of course, Elizabeth Taylor, and a few appearances in other forms of media. Of course, the last time I saw Cleopatra was in Assassin's Creed Origins. But yeah, it's just that she's widely interpreted. So doing a documentary on her, I think, is totally fine. Of course, we also have the whole Gal Gadot, Patty Jenkins Cleopatra, which I think at this point is pretty much dead in the water, or pretty much canceled at this point, or
I think
not
Patty
happening.
Jenkins is not got a lot of gas.
I like her, but I think she ruined it. I think kind of her reaction to kind of and I was talking about this the other day, that, and I'm sorry for segueing, but I do think that for as much as like, and I told Matt this, it's like, listen, say what you will about Wonder Woman 84, something that you cannot deny is that it seemed to kind of messed up Patty Jenkins' chances at future endeavors. The reason why is just because her reactions to kind of the negative blowback from it. And then, of course, having Rogue Squadron, having the Rogue Squadron film basically be canned at this point. And not just like completely shelved. I think it's not happening. I really don't think the Rogue Squadron is not happening, which does kind of suck, because because I'll be honest with you, that I would have been interested in that. I really would have been interested in that if that was the case. But just kind of to fall back on the Cleopatra thing, it's like, you're doing a Cleopatra film, it's fine. That's totally fine. I don't think that's a problem at all. I think it's greatly encouraged. But however, there is one major issue with that, and I would argue two major issues. One, how do I say this nicely? I'm trying to figure out how the nicest way I can say it.
You're ranting. It's not nice. Can you get thrown out the window?
Yeah, we're done with nice.
Will
Rumble's
Smith
out there if we get too on nice.
Let me say this in nice ways, please. Will Smith's sea dumpster of a wife. That tramp is the producer. I have nothing nice to say about her at this point. Honestly, I could go into a rant all in that because I'm really was bothered by like the freaking Wilson, that freaking slap, that freaking Chris Rock slap last year really opened my eyes to just everything that's going on with the Smith family and everything. So yeah, I have nothing nice to say about her, but she is the producer, and that's one red flag. But the biggest issue that everybody has with this Netflix Cleopatra documentary is basically the race swapping. Of course, Cleopatra is going to be portrayed by a black actress. Now, to credit, from what I've seen, the actress who is playing Cleopatra in the documentary, she is gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous.
Well,
that's why it's going to hurt a lot more. Now, if it's like a lot of people say is with the race swaps, it's fine. It's like, everybody's going to have that problem. It's a race swap, and that's going to be where everybody's essential problem is. And in this case, I have a problem with that as well, because if, say, this was a work of fiction, or say this was, kind of a different take in that case of a work of fiction, it wouldn't be that much of a big deal. But the problem is that this is advertised as a documentary. And what is the most important thing that you need to have in a documentary? Mads?
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I would have said facts. Now it's anything but.
Yeah. That's the problem. That is a serious problem, because it's trying to say that, you're trying to create a documentary that is supposed to be factual evidence. But as it has been stated numerous times, Cleopatra was not black. She was Egyptian, yes, but she was also Greek. Now, I'm going to bring this up, that yes, Egypt is in Africa. However, just because Egypt is in Africa doesn't mean that they're not every part of Africa is black. I know I got serious right there. There are very much indigenous races within all parts of Africa of different skin tones. South Africans. Biggest of all, Elon Musk, who is South African. He is actually African American. I don't use just a little disclaimer, because I'm with because I do
Mila Jovovich from the Resident Evil franchise. She is also South African. She's Afrikaans.
So she's African American as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that I took from. This is something that I learned from John Matrix over at Black and White Network. Is that, John, he doesn't call himself African American because he wasn't born in Africa. He's just American, or he's just black, or just Black American. Mm-hmm. And I do the same. I'm not African American. I'm just American, or I'm just black. That's it. It doesn't. There is a staunch difference in that, because I might have roots in if I'm certain I'm 100%. If I have to check with my ancestry, but I do my lineage dates all the way back to Nigeria. But I wasn't born in Nigeria. I wasn't born in Africa. I was born in the United States, so I can't call myself African American. I'm just American. I'm just black. I'm just a black American. That's it. It's this pathetic. It's just really. It's very insidious. It's insidious. This is very insidious logic and reasoning that they're trying to go with all this, and this is the part that disgusts me personally, because you want to. Okay, so the producer is doing a part of a documentary series on African queens, which I am wholeheartedly 100% behind. I am 100% behind that. Makini, what is Nubian? Shit, you kind of got me there. But you just kind of get me there. I'm about to look that up. But I'm just saying, Cavatinho, what I'm saying is I can't call myself African American because I wasn't born in Africa. That's what I'm saying. It's never mind. But anyway, but the problem is that what this doing is, this is revisionist history. That's the biggest problem that everybody has. If you want to do an entire documentary series on African queens, I'm 100% behind that. But you're not getting your facts right. And it's not only that you're not getting your facts right, but you are purposefully, and I mean purposefully, denying history. You're purposefully denying history. That is a major problem, and that is a very, very, very dangerous angle. It's a prequel strip joke. Okay. Oh, okay. But this approach to rewrite, there's even a case where you had one of the people was saying, I don't care what my teacher thinks, what my teacher said. I don't care what the education said. My mama told me that Cleopatra was black. That is not only a stupid thing to say, but that is a very, very, very dangerous thing to say. And if you go into this mentality of wanting to basically deny history, like what we're kind of seeing right now, you're denying history, you're leading us down a dark path. Because you can't deny history. You can't hide it. You can't shelve history like that. You can't rewrite history. Because that's what this is. This is revisionist history, plain and simple. And that's why it deserves the amount of backlash it's getting. Because when you get to this point, it's a very this isn't a slippery slope. This is a dangerous path to take. And it's more than just the whole facts don't care about your feelings, Megatron. This is history here. This is actual history, and you're trying to rewrite it. This is actual history, and you're basically denying that.
You do know about Anne Boleyn, right?
Yes! And how did that turn out? How did that turn out, Mats? Yeah, exactly. Guarantee that what you're creating, if your sole purpose is to create a documentary with factual evidence, and you're denying actual evidence, actual historical facts in your documentary, that is a very dangerous path to take. And you are not, and it's not going to resonate well with anyone, and I mean anyone, how bad is it when you even have the Mary Sue calling you out? You know you effed up when you have the likes of the Mary Sue calling you out. You have legitimately pissed off everyone with this. And the director, I forgot his name, what's her name is, because Jeff of World Class Bullshitters did a video on this. And it made some good choice where the director is basically denying everything. Is basically denying everything. And claiming that, you know, this is all, you know, racism. This is all white supremacy and such. I'm like, bitch, are you for real? Are you for real right now? This is disgusting. No, this is disgusting. And this is incredibly dishonest. This is ungodly dishonest. You can't deny history like that. You can't just deny history like that, period, and saying that this is what you believe. And when you're trying to make a documentary where the point of a documentary is to get factual evidence. So what was that?
You didn't hear it?
Oh.
Rudy Ray Moore.
Where the point is to get factual evidence. That's what a documentary is supposed to be about. You can't play the race card because it doesn't work here. It really doesn't work. Sorry, I'm really going off on this one. But it's just, and just the director's comments is like, you're not helping your case. You're not helping your case. And not only that, not only you not helping your case, you're making things worse for yourself and everybody involved. You're being completely dishonest. You're completely, and this you know what this circles back to? My truth. This circles back to the whole my truth BS.
Oh God, are we gonna go on my truth?
That's what it comes down to. The whole my truth BS.
Oh my God.
Okay. I do want to wait before we swap over to that whole my truth, you know, stuff. Well, yes, there is a debate among historians as to Cleopatra's genetic origins.
Yes,
because they have not found her sarcophagus, her body, whatever. So until we find that, there is not going to be a definitive.
I'm not a historian, so where was she buried?
They haven't found her.
One of the most polarizing individuals in time in one of the most civilized nations on the planet over thousands of years. And we just lost it? Are you kidding me?
All we have of her is I believe it's the bust. They have not found her body, so they cannot say definitively that Cleopatra was this, was that. Prevailing belief from translated documents and that is that she was Macedonian.
Macedonian, that's what I was looking for.
Which is, and if anyone's actually seen Macedonians, like they border on making me look tanned.
Right.
For those who don't know Mads MamaBear, she is Chernobyl white.
Yeah, like you go to the paint store, you know, to get that that pick out that white shade. I am white shade number 5.
Jesus.
Legit, I have difficulty finding foundation.
Oh, Mads, continue.
Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, while there is the prevailing debate as to whether she was Egyptian, whether she was Macedonian, there is the prevailing belief among that.
Right.
There is nobody saying that she was from the Nubian kingdom.
Seriously, even right. But here's the thing, though, Maz. Even though we still don't, even though the evidence is still not out there, you can't just go in. You can't just go in with this with your own beliefs and trying to pass that off as actual factual evidence. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that because it's not a documentary. You know, it's like the whole thing with, you know, mainstream media and stuff and pub peddling the news and such like that. If that's even factual, you know?
Yep.
It's a similar thing. You can't go around pushing like that. That's not going to help your case. And especially if you're trying to pass this off as a documentary with factual evidence.
You have you not been paying attention to movies that they've been putting out and
yes
and everything?
Yes,
the theme,
blatant denial.
The theme of this decade is pretty much facts don't matter anymore. Science doesn't matter. Facts don't matter.
Yes, and this is blatant denial of that. Sorry, I gotta some colors I need to grab from before we move on to the inner layer. Sorry about that. It still doesn't change the point that you're trying to purposely done it. Yes, I had the same problem with Anne Boleyn. And that this is a dangerous path you're taking. This is a very, I'm serious when I say this. This is a very, very, very dangerous path you're taking with this.
You know what? I'm with
because
Riot,
you
Kitty.
Can't. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Where Riot says, at least get her hair right. And that's the thing. If they show her with hair, that's where I will be upset. Because everybody in the Egyptian, particularly in the Egyptian like royal family, they were bald. They would shave their heads, and what we know from images, those were wigs.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd love to have somebody like Lord Thoth on right now because he's actually Egyptian.
I'm not highlighting that, Cavatinho. Though I appreciate you appreciating
it. Are you serious, Cavatinho? Please tell me you're not serious. Today is World what?
He might be. Somebody look that up.
I'm going to go to Bing.
Just look that up, please, Bruce.
Yeah,
I just need to make sure.
Right
no, Mads, don't highlight the comment. I just need to.
I told you I'm not highlighting it.
Thank you.
For those of you that are able to take the plunge today, do your business.
That can't be real.
Apparently, it's Taco Bell night.
Bruce is looking it up right now. There's no way. There's no way.
Mm-hmm. I will highlight Riot's comment.
23rd at greatest.com, they affirm this. Newsflash, vagina is not a dirty word. We all love a funny vagina synonym, but when it comes to standing up for your reproductive health, just saying vagina is a first step in being your own advocate. The article's title is Take Charge of Your Health This Vaginal Appreciation Day.
What? What the fuck?
Anyone. This is Just Say Vagina campaign on April 23rd.
Apparently it's Taco Bell night then.
I sent you the fucking the new YouTube clip you're going to be using.
You have wait. You did send me a new clip. What?
I sent you a new clip. It's linked to YouTube at the moment, but you're going to use it
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling rank here. You're going to use this.
Okay.
And for moments like this, World Vagina Appreciation Day. Whitney Cummings created it.
To any,
and I do actually know who she is.
Of course, her name is Whitney Cummings. Of course. Sorry.
Okay, then I'm gonna want to know. And somebody put in the date for this. What date is the male version?
Okay, no, I would like not to know. I would like not to know. No, Mads, we're not going to go there. I would like not to know. Please don't tell me.
If we have one half appreciation, I want to know what the other half's appreciation is.
I see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying. I just say personally, you can go ahead and look for that up for yourself, but I would respect it if I would not like. I would like not to know. I would like to be ignorant on that subject matter. That's one of the times I would like to be ignorant on that matter, please. So just leave me.
I mean, Whitney Cummings is kind of hot. I'm just going to lay that out there.
I'm just saying.
For her
it's too obvious.
Being a comic, she is funny. She does a wonderful bit on blowjobs.
This took a weird turn.
It's hilarious.
Cleopatra blowjobs.
What? We go from Cleopatra to blow to.
You're fired. Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
We just go from Cleopatra to blowjobs. Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
So we go from Cleopatra to. I gotta play this again now.
That's why I love
It works. We went from Jada Pinkett Smith to blowjobs. How does that correlate?
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
You serious?
So we go from the Wiz to we go from the Wiz to wait, hold on a second. We go from the Wiz to Cleopatra to Jada Pinkett to blowjobs.
I was gonna say if you just went from if you just did put it from
The fact that we went from Jada
the Wiz
Pinkett
to blowjobs, it's a P Diddy party.
I feel like there's too much overlap. I'm just saying, there's too much
get a
overlap.
diagram out.
There's too much overlap. I'm not gonna be a conspiracy series. I'm just saying there's possibility there's too much overlap here.
Thanks, Megatron.
This is how we start off. This is how we start the season off, y'all. This is how we get. This is how we gonna start the season off right here.
Thank you, Stream Elements.
Thank you, Power.
Thank you, StreamYard. You guys. Thank you. The fact that YouTube is even letting me continue on with this.
Could have waited for the 30th, and we could have been past this, but no.
Okay, you know what?
Thank you, Power, for the celebration date.
I did not need to know that today World Women's Private Parts Day, Appreciation Day, or Awareness Day.
Vagina. It's vagina.
Stop.
Vagina.
I'm just happy to know that both directions. Okay.
I'm just saying, ladies, if you're of age, just make sure you just, get it checked if you need to.
Appreciate yourself.
Go to your checkup and, show if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you show your lady bits down there some love today, and make sure you do it responsibly. and make sure we don't have to hear about it. Or at least I don't need to hear about this. But knowing that it's Twitter, they'll probably post it all over on Twitter or TikTok or
Studying
No,
Brave
Maki.
Megatron.
what.
Read the screen.
Sweet Jesus.
Here's your new slogan. We talk about hoes, blowjobs, and history while drawing cute, sexy, and fun bitches.
How about no?
We'll get the t-shirt made.
No, we're not. Okay.
You know how tempted I am on saying somebody screenshot that for me so I can post it up on Instagram.
I feel like that every day. Something makes me go through that where I just let me wash my hands before I dive headfirst out the window. Every day.
What's that? The only sad part is the other part is where I live is not high enough.
Yeah, definitely not me.
just I don't even know if I should even continue this conversation anymore about Cleopatra because just what the hell, Shay? Seriously, Shay. Do we
We'll
need to hear this? Did we need to hear this? Was this necessary? And I just yo, put a crown. No, and you know what? I just missed that Snowdub was in the chat. Snowdub, if you're still listening, I am terribly sorry. This is
What are you apologizing to Snowdub for? Talking about the same stuff he talks about on his channel?
because I didn't acknowledge him. And
They don't exactly go PG there.
I know, but it feels awkward. Yes, but it feels awkward when I talk about it on my channel.
That's what makes it hilarious. Because you stumble over saying the proper terms.
Yeah, because I don't want to say the proper terms because I know YouTube. I know YouTube is very. Because I know YouTube is like. I know YouTube is like when I say that proper terms. Just,
Cavatino saw these. Pretty nice.
listen,
Wade,
okay.
I love that idea.
What? What idea? Because
Princess Peach in a Star Trek outfit.
Oh my god.
Star Trek Super Mario crossover. Come on, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
It would be dope because it would be highlighting two things that are actually doing better than Disney right now. I'm just saying because listen, just put a cap on the whole Cleopatra thing. Yes, I despise every single bit of this. This is a very dangerous path that you're setting on legitimately, and if you inspire more people to do this, then we are going to be royally effed as a species. I'm just saying. And to that waste of space, to that how do I say this? I'm gonna say this in the chat because I can't say it on here because I'm probably gonna get demonetized for this saying this. Do not highlight it, Mads, please.
Yeah, it's Monty.
Oh my. Cavatino, yes.
To that alopecia looking, that word, that phrase. You're not helping Black women at all with this. You're not helping Black women at all.
I don't see her as a big trendsetter. I mean, you don't see a lot of people like you didn't see a whole bunch of people running off and sleeping with their kid's friend.
But the point I'm
and
saying
then interviewing their husband about it on TV.
Yeah, and giving him a fist bump to bad marriages, right?
Yeah. I'm angry about her over both. Power.
Yeah. But you're not helping Black women at all. This isn't empowering the Black women doing this. I don't speak for Black women. I speak for myself. But from what I'm seeing, I can't see way Black women find this empowering in any way the slightest. Because this is revisionist history. You have good intentions, but what they say about the road to hell is paved with good intentions. However, you want to make a documentary series on focus on Black queens, go for it. That's what we need. I am all
an actual Black queen.
But make sure it's actual Black queens. Not ones that you believe are. Not ones that you believe are that you're trying to pass off as a documentary. There. That's all I'm gonna say. So I hope you deserve the blowback. Normally I don't advocate for the blowback, but you deserve it. Everybody involved deserves this blowback. Because this is dishonest. This is incredibly dishonest what you're doing right now. Okay. All right, rant over. Okay, so I guess what was the thing y'all wanted to bring up? Sorry. Okay.
I like how you accentuate her braids, which make her hips kind of look even fuller.
You know what? It was like it was like trying to create a sense of flow, though. It was trying to create a sense of like flow and movement throughout. That's why it's kind of like tricky for me to kind of get this. It was kind of tricky for me at first to try to figure it out. We were doing this. I was doing this on Friday. I was doing this during the Friday stream, trying to get the line work and stuff like that. And that was part of the tricky part. So, but anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for thank y'all so much for being here. We got 9 people watching. If you guys can, please step on that like button. Just share the stream out, guys. That's all we ask. And we're back in full force, and I could not be happier than I am. A lot of work is being made behind the scenes to make all of this happen, and I'm gonna be hard at work getting all this together, getting the hard work each throughout this season to put out more content for you guys, not just for the main chat, but for the channel members, but for everybody watching. I really want to get to that 2K, and I want to get out of this slump on YouTube. So it's really important, guys. If you just share the video out, that would be more than appreciative. And then just I thank you to everybody for just watching. So here, I kind of going at it with that one. What you guys are seeing here is this is all for the channel members. This is for the channel members. This is the last illustration I did for the channel members. If you guys have not seen the time-lapse video I did on Nani from Lilo and Stitch, please do yourself a favor and do so, please. Really would appreciate that. I really would appreciate that, because I did put a lot into that, and just kind of rewatching that myself, there's more things that I did find that I was really liking it personally, which I think is just something that I learned and grew up from. So, yeah, exactly what Stunning is saying. Share it with everybody. Share it with your family, your friends, your dogs, everybody. We just need to get out of that slump. We just really need to get out of this slump right now. And I am going to be as active as I can, getting more stuff out, as active as I need to. without a shadow of a doubt on that one. So being said, so if anybody even remotely tries to think for a split second that I'm a dead channel, or that I'm because I'm dropping subs and I'm not producing the quality content, screw you. I'm gonna say screw you to that, because you're not gonna tell me that I'm not a legitimate channel. You're not gonna tell me that I'm a dead channel. You're just projecting. Sorry, and I know that hasn't happened to me, and I'm very thankful it doesn't. But I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm happy about this stuff that I put. You joke on me for being as humble as I am, but I'm hardworking. That's what I do. Because this is something I really want, and this is something I'm going to be working for it, and nobody's going to tell me otherwise. Wow, that's okay. That's a little heavy, I know. Share it with more. Yeah, share it even with your mortal enemies. It's just like I really want to get to that next milestone, and something that I learned from what Loki was saying was that he was stuck at 1500 for an entire year. The truth is, you have to remind yourself is that I have to remind myself what got me here was that I never stopped. Was that the whole treating this YouTube venture as a marathon instead of a sprint. And telling myself that we're going to get there eventually, and I still believe that, and I will always believe that we'll regain what we lost, that we will regain what we lost eventually. You just have to keep at it. You have to keep putting in the work. Focus on the quality of your content, and everything else is going to fall into place. And that's what I want to do right now, and that's what I'm trying to do right now is focusing on producing quality content, whether it be time-lapse videos or live streams. Produce that first, and you're going to see that everybody's going to find you eventually. You're going to regain what you lost. You're going to get to where you need to be or where you want to be at eventually. But it takes time.
I want to contrast with you on this.
Let me finish. It's going to take time, and it's no matter what YouTube or anybody tries to throw at you, and believe me, YouTube is throwing a lot of stuff against us as creators and such. You're still going to get there. I still have that general mindset, that general focus, that general optimism. Sorry, but anyway, go ahead.
Well, I want to have a serious discussion about just something real quick, because
yeah, go ahead.
Friends of ours are going over to another platform, and they're doing not really well, but they're being rewarded for it. Okay, and on the other platform, there's not an algorithm that's making artificial adjustments based on just Cool Kids Club or whoever you really like in Star Trek, or if you really believe Disney is the second coming of entertainment. The other platform is more of a meritocracy. It's a strange thought, I know, YouTube, but I'm debating. I don't want to quit, because I've done 13 years on here, and granted that has put about $200 in my wallet over the course of that time. So that's maybe 5 cents. Fuck you, YouTube. I really fuck you, you miserable fucking pieces of shit. Okay. I'm just saying that, like, other people, you go to another channel, go to another system that rewards meritocracy, and you can get rewarded fairly quickly. And is it worth the fight over here? That's the question that I'm asking myself, because it took me forever to get where I'm at, but I also have a super niche audience. I mean, who wants to really watch sit downs of live plays of D&D for 8 to 12 hours at a time? Not many people are into that. Okay, well, that's fine. I can understand that. I can. But at the same time, the way that the people that are putting out amazing content are rewarded with demonetization or exit from the YouTube partner program, it really infuriates me, and it makes me debate my life decisions. Like, wow, should I really throw them that monthly check for YouTube Music, which I enjoy with no ads, or do I just bite a bullet and go to SoundCloud and then, you know, just razz my entire channel? And that's where I'm at. And I gotta say, I thank you, Mock, for wanting to continue your fight here after a month and a half of watching you and me both just like, we're putting content out, but I'm watching our axle get stuck in the mud on our 2 channels, and it's super infuriating. We got Mads here, who has one of the most soothing voices on the entire damn platform, and she does everything from doing ad reads to fiction reads to anything, and she's creative as hell. She's not being rewarded. It's not like Mads is out there screaming Ron Paul is the best politician ever, and, you know, down with the Queen or any other crap. She's a moderately like neutral voice in politics. Doesn't care about it. Really.
I'm not a voice in politics. I
Yeah,
barely care about Canadian politics, let alone American ones.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I know that's actually hurt me in the community when it comes to the fact I really do not want to talk about it.
Right.
And that's
and just keep this in mind, guys. What's been going on in Canada is just as crazy as it's going on here.
Yeah, it's just not being reported in American politics because it.
So I can understand it can be easy. It can be easy for some Canadians to be able to talk about it, but not for everybody. It can be easy for some.
Yeah.
If I really wanted
to, and what I'm saying is, well, also what I'll say is, just because it's easier for some and not easy for others doesn't mean they need to talk about it.
Exactly.
It's up to you. It's up to you. You know.
Like if I really wanted to, yes, I could, but
that's not what you do. That's not. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I would rather my channel be a refuge away from all of the crazy ish that's going on out there.
Yeah, not just in politics, but in pop culture and just in everything.
Yeah,
fandom, everything. You want your channel to be that escape.
And I gotta admire that, Mads, because even though we're going to disagree on Wonder Woman 84's final result, the product itself, the idea of going on a vacation and watching Linda Carter or Gal Gadot for 2 hours spin her golden lasso is kind of therapeutic for 99% of us.
Mm-hmm.
But most of us want to see that. Most of us want to go and just fucking forget about the real world. Okay, you fucked up everything you've touched. Let me go enjoy myself for 2 hours without your garbage thoughts invading my vacation. And despite what the result was, it's like it's just frustrating as hell that okay, do we really suck? Do we not deserve? Do we not actually create more content that's supposed to be shared out there? That's my question. Or do we suck? And I don't think we do. I think
I can't
really be the arbiter of that because I'm creating my own content, and then any opinion I have is based.
Listen.
So
listen.
Go ahead.
I do need to speak on that because that was always been the back of my mind. That will be the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Was that worried that I'm losing followers because my content isn't good enough. Always have that looming fear. I will always have that looming fear because I'm putting the work in. Because you guys see me day in and day out, constantly getting stuff done, constantly doing this. You know, I've gotten to a point where I'm able to get a lot of progress on streams nowadays while talking profusely. You know, you guys notice
not
that?
Be able to do that.
No, I'm able to get stuff done faster. I'm able to get a lot more done while I'm talking to you guys, while I'm addressing the chat and everything. I found that groove. I found that rhythm and such. But there will always be a limit fear for me when always fear for me when I worry that if I'm not growing is because my content isn't strong enough. Or my content simply isn't good enough. There will always be that fear. Always be that fear just because I do hold high to myself. Why am I very appreciative of the criticisms I get? Is because I hold myself to that regard. Because I want to do better, because I want to grow. I legitimately grow. I want to be a legit art channel. I want to legitimately be considered as that.
And part of my
I strive for quality. That's how I've always been. That's how I've always been raised on. It's just quality and hard work has gotten me to grow. So having that, but there will always be that looming fear that that my content isn't good enough. Hence why I'm dropping subs, or hence why I'm not growing as where I want to be at this moment. But it's just that. But then every time I think about that, I think about you guys. I think about every single person who shows up here every Sunday. We do these streams. Every time I turn on the camera, every time I post a video, I think about you guys. Because you guys will tell me that immediately. That, the quality of your content is up there. That you don't have to worry about the quality. You don't have to worry about the quality of your content debating. You don't have to worry about any of that because you're producing that. Because you've been producing that. You guys, the fact that you guys are here, the fact that you guys have told me that, you guys are telling me that. You guys have been here you guys are not here not just for me, but you guys are here because of the content that I'm able to create. And because of the quality of the content I'm able to create.
We really appreciate
you guys show that. You know how much that means to me? That means a lot. Well, I never have to worry about that. I never have to worry about that.
And
I got. I'm sorry. I'm getting emotional right now.
And that's where my question is. Is it my content? Did I find all the people that want to hear from a person aligned as myself, that talks about various RPGs or video games or pop culture or does paint streams? Have I found all of them? I've turned over all the rocks. Now it's just time to peter out and die. Is that the question? Is that where I go? And then I hear from people things going on, or I'll get a $50 super chat on a Thursday night where I top out at 8 viewers in 2.5 hours, and I'm like, wow, thank you. And the guy's like, no, seriously, like I share this with my table, with my gaming group. And they're like, that's crazy because you guys are one of the more honest debate channels on gaming, which apparently there's not a lot of out there, but we're never going to get the audience apparently because thought police bad. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you with violence. So, I mean, I'm kind of frustrated, and I'm thinking I have to go and push myself out on the other platform that everybody else is going to, which I don't mind. I don't mind the thought of it. I'll broaden my audience. But, man, this really pisses me off. You guys weren't supposed to fuck over your algorithm so fucking much. I'm done. I'm good.
No, I get it, Bruce. I totally get it. It's just, what I'm saying for me is that one of the bunny penny video that I did the other day, I got a lot of wonderful comments there. I got a lot of wonderful comments from you guys, and I want to just take a time to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody who commented on that. Everybody commented on the Nami video. I really appreciate that, guys. It keeps me going. It keeps me going. And I know that the critiques and feedback, I listen to and I cherish the most. But the compliments, those keep me going. Those give me a reason. Those give me a reason to keep going, to keep wanting to do better, to keep wanting to have those better moments for me. So don't think that, I'm not appreciative of the things that you guys say about what I do here, because I do. I'm very appreciative of that. More than you can ever imagine. One thing just hit with me. There's just this one comment that really hit with me, and it really just hit home. Was the bunny was just on the bunny penny illustration we did a few weeks ago. Just one comment just said, why is this channel so underrated? And I think that's gonna, and I think it's gonna go into I think what this is gonna lead to is a discussion that I'm probably gonna have as a future sketch diary video of, is it, that asks from a personal question, is it better for me to be underrated? Is it better that I'm an underrated channel?
I mean, I would much rather have you where you're at, fighting and hungry, than being DSP begging for subs. Hey guys, listen, I have some bills I have to pay, and I'm really dependent on you guys. I mean, let me turn on a game so you guys can throw some super chats out there. I would much rather you be hungry at 1,300,
right,
than for you to be less of a man begging us for a set number of dollars every freaking day.
Right. And I would, and me personally, if you ask me personally, I would probably be the same. I'd probably be up there with you, bros. I'd totally be up there with you. I'm just saying that, those comments, they do hit, they hit personal, and they're those stuff that hits personal and stuff that gets me to think. That's a motivator for me. And it's just like, is it better? And it did ask me the question, is it better that I'm just an underrated channel? And I think in some cases, I think it is. Some things might be just better off for me to be that underrated channel, because you're so focused on quality of your content. You're focused on what you're putting out. Hence why you're not putting out so much. Hence why you may not be putting out so much content on YouTube. But when you do, it's a spectacle. It's always such a blessing to watch. It's always just such a thing to look forward to. That's something I want to make sure I achieve, is that, especially with Makini Live, is that this is something to look forward to every Sunday afternoon. This is something that people will want to go every Sunday afternoon. Because it's more than just drawing with me, it's hanging out with me. You made that happen. We made that into the show that is. That's why I had to tout that, we're the greatest Sunday afternoon art show on YouTube. And that's a joke. It's a joke. I don't mean that seriously, but I say that because I feel like it's significant. It signifies the amount of growth and the amount of the work that I had to put in to make this show happen, to make this happen, for this for all this to happen,
I guess
now I realize. Now I understand. Now I understand why I realized, like, why I told Arwyn, it was like a lot of, she had a hand in it, and she had a hand in us getting monetized that day, and then she kept telling me, it's like, no, that was all you. And it's like, yeah, I get that. That if I hadn't turned on that camera that Sunday in August of 2020, none of this wouldn't be doing this right now. So it all comes back to you. I just want to share that success with the people who got me there.
Right, Kitty, have a great day.
Have a great day, Riot Kitty.
Later, right.
Dr. Afro says quality over quantity when being an underrated channel. I would take that too, to be honest.
I would too.
Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips says, "Hey Makini, I'm almost to 330 subs on YouTube."
Dude, congratulations, man. You're gonna go high, man. You're going to go high if you have to keep at it.
It's fun to
You
watch.
just gotta keep at it, man. You can't. But here's another thing, and I think something else is that as I'm working through sculpting these abs right now, his abs right now, but that does bring up a good point because an artist channel that I follow is called Chunky Moons, and it was a clip from his stream that he made a great point with him and his co-host that, you know, these days you don't have a lot of watchers because a lot of those watchers want to be streamers themselves. So I don't think streaming is going to be like end or anything. I think it's just going to be, I think it's going to hit it might hit a low point or so or such like that because of, you know, what happened with the pandemic and everything, and everybody had to be locked in and such like that. But, you know, you don't really have the people who watch as actually streamers. And I kind of disagree. I kind of disagree with that because it's like, yeah, you have a lot more people who want to be streamers, but you're still going to have those watchers out there. You're still going to have people watching the content who don't want to be streamers. They just want to watch.
I think you're going to have people that are streamers that they're going to have in a perfect world where notifications fucking work. You're going to have situations where people, hey, listen, I'm thinking that I'm going to have to probably stop my stream at about 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can watch Bob on Bob's blah, blah, blah channel.
Right.
Because I actually do kind of like watching his stuff. And then it sets me up for what I want to do at my 9:30 nightcap before I turn to bed.
Right.
And a lot of people, I think, are going to be doing more and more of that, where they're going to set time aside to make time for either a live stream or to catch up on somebody's content they released freshly. And I think you're going to see more of that because so many people I know are saying, I'm done with cable. I can get just as much done or more by being a streamer because I've got my hobby I can do, right? I'm involved or focused on what I want to do for fun as opposed to sitting like a lump in front of the TV.
But the thing is, it did make me think is that, like, you know, this is a competitive space, honestly. I didn't realize it is like a competitive space, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to fight for that viewer count and such like that. You know? You can't be everywhere. You simply can't be everywhere. So it's just like, you just have to do what's best for you. You have to just focus on your own growth and focus on just creating a quality stream. No matter, just make sure you create just a really good, fun stream. No matter if it's one person watching the entire time or 100 people watching the entire time. You know, just appreciate, because this is competitive, and you just have to appreciate what you got. Appreciate the audience that you did accumulate. And, you know, make sure that make sure you give them as much love as you can, because, you know, they do motivate you. If they're here day in and day out, those little people are going to be there watching everything you do, or they're going to be lurking all the time. You know, I've begun to appreciate all of my lurkers even more over time now, just because the people who just have this on in the background and such like that. It's like, no, they're always watching. They're always watching and listening. They may not show up in the chats. They may not show up publicly, but they're always watching. They always have it on. I appreciate that. You know, I think about when we had Mike on last season, and he said that, you know, he puts my streams on at night while he's working. You know, that means something. You know, that really does mean something. It gives me an incentive to always think about that. I always think about that there's always people watching. Okay, there's always people watching. There's always people you least expected are watching the whole time. You may never know this, but they're always there, and you do appreciate that. Because, you know, you're not, you always have to remind yourself that you're not into the void. You're not just speaking into the void. You're not just trying into nobody's there. It's that somebody's always there. You're always going to be somebody's favorite. You're always, it goes back to the fact that you will always be somebody's favorite channel or someone's favorite content creator. You will always be somebody's favorite content creator. You may never know who that person is, you know, but you know there's always there. Always there. Who's always going to hit that like button, who's always going to be there watching possibly the entire thing, from start to finish. They're always going to be there, no matter what. You know, it's those things that I think about that help me to keep going, that help me to not feel as discouraged. You know, it's those things that, you know, if it shows that, you know, if you have a good day, if you're on a good day, you're enjoying it, the audience is going to be there. People are going to be there. And the audience is going to be there even when you're having a bad day. There's always going to be somebody watching. Always. You'll always have a fan. You'll always have a fan. You'll always have somebody who's going to sing praises for you, you know? I'm blessed and thankful that the fact that it's not just one person who's always watching. I got a lot of people who are always watching. A lot of people. I'm lucky about that. You know? You know, it's always that case you just want to have more. It's like, man, it's just like, of course I want to have more. It's like everybody else wants to have more, but for me, it's like, you know, wanting to be able to be as professional as the channels that I'm inspired by, you know, by how doing it, like how they do it, you know, be successful like them. You know, that's what I want to strive for that. I want to strive for that is for my own journey. To be able to do the stuff that they can do. You know? You don't need, and I've realized over time, you don't need like 100,000 subs to be able to do those kind of things. You don't need to have a large following to be considered legit. Hence why when Loki was having that issue, and he was, you know, down on the dumps the other day, and I went into that full rant, and I was like, I meant every word I said. You know, you guys have made me legit before I was even monetized. I was already a legit name. I was already, you know, I already had people were already talking about me before I was even monetized. Before I was even a part of the partner program. I already built a name for myself amongst you guys, amongst the fandom, amongst the stuff. You know, you've laid the groundwork. You successfully laid the groundwork. You successfully laid the groundwork before you even started laying the groundwork. By just getting yourself out there, by just being out there, by just being visible. But not only just being visible, but just putting content. Just focusing on quality of your content, because those people are going to find you. They'll find you. They will find you. You won't have to go looking for them. If you're putting consistently quality content out, they're going to find you. And knowing our audiences, knowing a lot of audiences out there, they're always hungry looking for new content. People are always hungry wanting to look for new content, look for new experiences and such. Always. Yeah, that was kind of like a long-winded. That was kind of long-winded, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got there, but the journey is the fun.
Yeah,
the journey is the fun part. And you're right there too, because there have been a lot of people I've known that once they started doing live streams, they've been popping up for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. They've been popping up for 5-6 years. Yeah, they stay, and then it's focused on long-term gain rather than short-term. And it's like I have to remind myself that it's like, yeah, yeah, I'm at a point. Yeah, I'm in this position where it's like the world is, YouTube is definitely kind of against it definitely feels like YouTube is against us. It feels like, it's like nobody's trying to help us like growth. It's like it's not that like the focus on creators and stuff it's not there like it used to be, and it's like the growth of the platform is changing there, but it's like you have to stay for the course. And it's like I have to stay the course because it's like because that's what got me the success that I was looking for, that I wanted. I had to do it because I stood for the course. I had to do it because I never stopped drawing. I got to where I wanted to be because I never stopped drawing. And take that and take that and just take that and just appreciate that. Appreciate what you have. It's like at this point with the way just kind of how things are on this platform and such like that, and just how stuff that is being like polarizing and just like everybody's at each other's throats, and it's like the divide's bigger than ever at times. It's just like you have to just kind of sit back and just appreciate what you do have. Appreciate this audience of like 10 to 15 people. Appreciate that, because those guys are going to be there day in, day out. And those guys are going to be the ones that are going to be incited and entertained and enjoying what your content the most, more than anybody else. Those are your fans. Those are your fans. And it's in an era where it's like companies don't respect their fan bases. Companies have been so antagonistic towards the fan bases that they helped create, that they created.
Well, then you can always leave that company,
yeah,
and give your money to somebody who appreciates your efforts, your time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that in this period that we're in right now, you yourself as a creator, as a content creator, as a creator or producer, whatever you're putting out, you can grab those audiences that have been rejected. You can grab those. You can appreciate when I see that with Marvel and such like that. It's just like I look at the audience that I have here that show up every Sunday. It's like I appreciate these guys so much, because the people who watch, they remind me that, they keep me from wanting to be like that, from wanting to act like that. You're showing that you're better than that. You're better than the big companies or the big influencers. You're proving that you're better than the big companies, big influencers, by how you treat your audience, by how you handle yourself, how you handle your content and such like that. I have stood. I will stand by my ground with this. I don't care if people get mad at me, but there are definitely plenty of, on this platform, there are plenty of channels out there, and I would say plenty of channels within our friendship, our little sphere, who are much more legit than the big names out there. I'm not throwing shade at the big channels or anything. I'm just saying it's just that there's smaller ones out there, especially guys that we know, who have more of a legitimacy, who are able, because they're not boggled down by the fame or by the notoriety or anything like that, in that they still focus on trying to be, they just try to be themselves. They try to be who they are, and they try to use that. They try not to put on an act or anything. They just try to be the best version of themselves on screen, and it makes them connect. They're able to connect more with the people watching than, say, a big channel out there.
Like, I have my best streams when I'm around 10 to 15 people. Not gonna lie. Not that I wouldn't mind trying to 100-person stream or not, but like whenever I have 10 to 15 people, I've got a chat that's moving pretty good, and I can bounce things off the chat. And then I've got my 3 bullet points that I'm going to discuss as well. And I really think that's where my current sweet spot's at. Now, later on, that might change. And I've been doing live streams for a while, but I don't really come to the table prepared to talk about Disney or Hasbro, and I never want to, because I find more utility or purpose in doing anything else.
Yeah,
we're going to discuss politics and religion over here, or we're going to discuss the mating habits of beavers, or we're going to talk about world appreciation for vagina. Official vagina appreciation day.
Oh my god.
Anything but talking about the same miserable topics.
The same things that everybody else is talking about.
Yeah.
And that I think is, and I think in that sense, I think it's better for you, and I think it's better for myself too. It's like I as much as I love talking about, as much as I would say I would want to talk about kind of the other stuff that other people are talking about, unless you're able to give your own personal perspective on it, and you're able to kind of speak from what you're personally seeing from it, I don't really talk about it.
I mean, we can talk about the flop that was Dungeons and Dragons.
We can, but what I'm saying is that sometimes with the topics I talk about, it's like I try to speak it from my own personal point of view, how it affects me personally. It's like the whole thing with Cleopatra thing, that does have somewhat of an effect on me personally. Yeah,
if Jada Pinkett is actually Cleopatra,
no, she's not.
I would love to see that.
But what I'm this is crazy. No, but it's what it is that what it is, and I want to speak in experience here. I want to speak the experience that I want to speak about, or just a situation I was talking about. On Friday, and I think it was on that last week or so. In addition to kind of the whole talk about wanting to join Rumble, I do get the sense that I might have the part of the reason probably why I'm probably dropping in subs was because on that Friday or that Sunday or so, I wanted to talk about the whole Riley Gaines situation. I wanted to talk about that simply because it's disgusting behavior, and it's not helping your case out. Plus, this incident happened in an area that is basically across on the other side of the city from where I work at.
Yep.
So I felt like I had somewhat of a right or an experience to talk about this. But the reason I wanted to bring that up, just because I think it was a shining example of truly a reprehensible behavior, and the way that the student, the way that San Francisco State, the way that they tried to place blame on Riley, saying that she was indicting violence, was so incredibly disgusting. I never once brought up the LGBT community in that. Not even once. I see this, and that's because the reason is that I look at when I try to, and it's hard to kind of describe it for me personally, but I look at situations like that from a more human point of view, from a more just action point of view, like judge a person by their actions and not lump an entire community into it. And that's how I see a lot of stuff. That the whole thing with Cleopatra thing, I look at it by the actions of the actions of the people involved. I look at it by the actions of the people involved, and that's why I think that this is reprehensible. This is reprehensible. What they're doing is what the team behind Cleopatra is what they're doing is dangerous. Is going to have a dangerous effect, and that's something that the world is something that's going to cause a lot of damage to the world at large if they go this approach. You're going to do a lot of reprehensible damage thinking that you can just revise history, because you're going to hurt the people that you're trying to stand up for. You're trying to hurt the people that you're going to end up hurting the people that you're trying to virtue signal for, or try to stand up for, or try to promote. You're not helping your cause. That's when I said the situation with the Riot Games is that you're not helping your cause. The people who attacked her and locked her up, basically locked her in that room for 3 hours, which it is kidnapping. You're not helping your cause. By inciting violence, you're not helping your cause, and you're by the way that you're trying to deflect. And when you deflect and try to place blame on the person that you attacked, saying that their words were causing the real violence, making you justified, is disgusting, irreprehensible behavior, regardless of which side it comes from. Because at this point, it goes beyond whether it's left or right. Your actions are disgusting. And it's unforgivable actions, too. It doesn't paint you, it's the heroes. Whenever I quote tweet, whenever I quote tweet, and you don't see me quote tweet all the time, but if I quote tweet as like a dig at somebody, I look at their actions. And I'm like, considering everything you're doing, yeah, it's clear that you're in the right when you're actually not in the right. I look to the person as their action. I see it from a person's standpoint, not a group, as a person. You don't represent. You're making your actions, and your actions are making what you're fighting for, what you're standing for. It doesn't make you look good. Because when I saw with the whole Riot Games situation, I'm like, you were more effective when it comes to just talking. Just talk with them about it. That's the best place to really to have a strong stance to your ideals, is to talk to them about it. To provide strong counterpoints. When you resort to this kind of violence tactics or something like that, that's not a strong counterpoint. You're not providing strong counterpoints. You're resorting. You're regressing. I'm just saying, in the house of ideas, you got to be able to provide good counterpoints, or else you're not going to have an argument. And just what I saw with that situation wasn't an example of that, but actually providing good counterpoints. It went straight to that, which is very animalistic. Sorry. I know I'm hearing everybody sighing right now. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
No, I'm just frustrated with the cat.
Oh, but that's another thing. It's just like I always try to be, and I'm not trying to put Mads on blast or anything, but I know is that when it comes to some topics that I do want to talk about, I do try to be mindful, because I know that it's something that does affect her, or something that may have affect her personally. But that's why I have to. And I will admit to you, Mads, it was just at some point where I just said, you know what, forget you. This is affecting me personally, and I need to say something.
No, again, that sigh you heard was me just 100%.
No, but what I'm saying in general, though. That's what I'm saying in general, though.
Stop climbing up on
and I will admit to that. It's just that if it's something that really does affect me, then I'm going to speak on it, regardless if I have to put other people's other people, I guess, other people's feelings into play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was the kind of thing that is just like, that was the thing that, you know, what I always never forget what Fat says about my channel was that this is a fairly neutral place where, you know, I'm somebody who can be able to be friends with anybody, no matter who, able to get people together, regardless if they have personal beefs with one another, able to at least get along. But maybe not in that way, but you're very neutral towards everybody. You're very chill towards everybody. This is your channel has become that place where people can actually escape to. However, you know, when you speak, and when you speak something, however, you're very passionate about speaking on something that you're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes through your voice that you're very passionate about this, and it just does affect you.
And I wouldn't want you being any other way.
Right. I don't think anybody else would want me to just have to just hold my feelings aside or something like that, especially if that shit affects me personally. You know? But it's those kind of things that I do take to heart, because it's just like there's some cases where I'm just like, I don't care how this is going to affect me, how everybody's perception of me. It's like, I'm not true to myself if I'm not going to speak up. If I don't say something about this, I don't feel right personally, and I don't feel like I'm being true to myself. That's the only thing I can be on this freaking platform, is genuine. That's the only thing I know how to be. I don't even know how to be genuine. I just try to be me, you know? I just try to be honest. I really don't. It's just it just comes out, you know?
No, generally the times when I hold back my opinion, it's because I've learned my opinion a lot of the times is not welcome.
Right.
So,
and the thing I will tell you, and the thing I will always tell you, and I always tell Bruce this, is that, you know, the time that it's like your opinions are not welcome, you say, I will tell you this straight up, screw them. I mean that. Because
trust
it's
me,
like you're
I'm
not being,
because
no, I'm telling you, Mads, because it's like, no, if it's something on your mind, say it, because you need to be true to yourself, you know? If it bothers you, speak up. Don't be afraid to. Okay? And I get that. And I get that. You've had a history of that. I'm just saying, for you personally, just don't
the
give
past
up.
couple of years have taught me that very well.
I know. I'm just saying in general, just don't just in general, just don't sacrifice. Just don't sacrifice your own beliefs that you feel and such like that to appease somebody else, to appease anyone, even me. Because, you know, you guys are drawn to me because I'm not willing to buck. I'm not willing to buck, or I'm not willing to, you know, stand aside. I'm not willing to put something, if something is bothering me, I'm not willing to just throw that aside for somebody else. It's like, no, you're willing to speak hard about it because you know, I do believe this audience out there that people really want to hear what I have to say. Legitimately want me to hear what they really want to hear from me, what my personal view on things are. And if it's something that does affect me personally, then yes, I'm going to say it, and I'm not going to be mindful of anybody else. Because it's just like, this is just coming from the heart. I try to speak from I wear my heart on my sleeve all the time. And I will admit to that. I wear my heart on my sleeve all the time. But the thing is that you know, because I do, you guys want to listen. you guys want to be invested in that. And that's all I always try to do. That's what I always want to do. That's ultimately what I want. What also I want is I want to have a chat that is always engaging every time we go live, and a chat that's always active, always constantly going toward a point where I can't even keep up. I love it when we have those Makini live shows where I can't even keep up with the chat because we're so just like well versed into the discussion or something.
You know who she reminds me of? Your elf fighter chick?
Yeah.
Andrea Osorio.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry.
Very slim around the waist, but oh, so thick.
I see. It's the mix it redraws, and I know that's the other thing. Is just like, and that's something I want to bring up is that like, listen, there is.
Oh, I think we're getting back our Grumpy.
Oh,
you see what Grumpy said there?
Yeah, he's been blowing up the chat since he got in.
Woohoo! Yes,
we got his Sundays back.
Woohoo! Yay! Dude, can we? You know what?
Yeah,
can you highlight that? Okay, you know what? I got the perfect thing for Grumpy. Grumpy, this one's just for you. Oh, come on now. Highlight. Don't highlight that.
I thought you were pulling up a video.
Wait, highlight the comment, please. There you go. Standing ovation. I'll probably need to get more cheer sound. I probably do need to not use the same cheer sound effects moving forward. I'll probably need to get some more applause so I can mix it up, you know. There you go. But no, just and I'm using Clip Studio Paint.
Grumpy wants to know what program do you use to paint?
Clip Studio Paint. Sorry about that. But
no, it's all right.
If it's Jozo.
But I do want to speak on another thing. I do want to speak. Hey, Fizz, how's it going? If the chat keeps engaging, what will be the heading be? At what warp will be the warp factor? I'm not sure, but I do want to explain. I do want to kind of address something here. Is this that you know, and it's just like, you know, and it's like, you know, I try not to ask much from my chat, but you know, having that chat is engaged, having that chat and feels involved in, especially if what I'm putting out is a compliment to me, because if you can have somebody like Grumpy or Riot or Stunning, or you know, even Julie, and it's just like they can take a look at this and still be mesmerized by this, by just the artistry behind it. I feel like I've accomplished something when I can do that, because you know, there is a lot of work behind it. There's a lot of work trying to, you know, figure this all out, and yet, you know, I stick to it. I stick so close to it. I'm so just like adamant on trying to get this right, or adamant on trying to add so much more oomph to this. And the fact that you can look on the left side of the screen right now, and then you can see that just like the sheer amount of layers that I have, that I'm getting a lot, that I'm about to get a lot of layers by the end of this, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And there's a lot of work that needs to be done to get that fact that I'm trying to look for, to get what I want from it, you know, to get what I want it to exactly look like. You know, and it's you know, I'm still learning it myself, but for the people who can see past the TNA and just appreciate the artistry behind it, I'm really thankful for that. I really am. I mean that. I really am very thankful for that, because that shows that my work is, because it feels like it feels like my work is, I feel like I carry my work with so much more value than what's just at face value, you know? And you guys have been doing that since day one. I'm not saying you haven't. No, you every single one of y'all has been so appreciative of what I've been putting out since day one. And just the sheer amount of comments that I get, the sheer comments that I get from you guys is really heartfelt. They really are, because it feels like I'm doing my job. It feels like I'm doing what I need to do. It's doing what I'm doing. What I need to do is doing what I'm. Yeah, like what Grumpy's saying. You know, you're accomplishing something every time. Every time you turn on a tablet or something, every time you start drawing, you accomplish something. And people see that. And people appreciate that. People appreciate that. They can see so much more. They can see so much more from this. To have somebody like Bruce, and have somebody like Bruce and Mads who can see so much more of my work and find so much to truly appreciate than what's at face value, means so much to me. You know, I've made so many people happy doing this. I feel like I've made so many people's lives. I don't feel like I've changed lives, but I feel like on some days, I feel like I've really made somebody's day doing this. It's just like, it's worth it. That's why I say the greatest compliments that I could ever get is being told that people started drawing because of me. That was the thing that happened with the Bunny Painting illustration. Somebody made a comment saying that, you know, let me find it. Hang on. I'm gonna hit pause. We're gonna hit pause. I'm gonna pause this recording. This is a time lapse. This is also a time lapse, guys. I just need to pause it because I need to find that. What was it? What was the comment that I got? Hold on one second. So I got this up so you guys can see it in full. And it's already 2:00. So we'll probably need to wrap this up in about but in about a few minutes time. So, but one thing I want to share is that so this is the Bunny Penny illustration, and I'm happy to see that there's a digital painting tab, and I'm happy to see art videos recommended in my from my videos. I really appreciate that I'm seeing some art videos actually show up on the sidebar, so I really appreciate that. But this one right here, oh, it's not even showing up. What the heck?
I was wondering what you're.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No, there we go. Okay. No, that's not gonna help. What the F? What the fudge? There you go. Okay. So I want to show you guys this. This was on the Miss Bunny Penny piece that we did. That I did the other day, but I want to share this comment right here. This comment is very. I think this comment is very. That hits me. That definitely hits me right here. He said, "I will get better because of you. You are my hero." Thank you, brother. You know how much that means to me, hearing that? Can y'all guess? Can y'all guess? Anybody? Anyone?
Sorry about that. What was that?
Do you know how much that means to me, hearing that?
Yeah.
Looking at something like that? Comments like that make what I do worth it so much more. I'm serious about that. It makes it worth so much more. When I see comments like these all over the place, that means a lot. That really does. So don't think that I don't take these compliments for granted, because I do. I don't take them for granted. These are a motivator for me. I truly appreciate when people say something like that. That's why I said that, like, this is bigger than getting told something like this is bigger than say earning subs or earning subs or in channel members and such. Just being told that is the biggest accomplishment I can achieve for what I'm doing here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not only being told to get better, but being told to start drawing because of me.
I was going to point that out.
Yeah. You know, having Mads and Bruce be living proof of that. From the start of 2021, Mads started drawing because of me. From before I started 2020. From just being around me.
Mm-hmm.
Because that passion...
You've inspired so many.
Yeah. I have to remember, I'll never forget that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget that. I cannot forget that. That shit's important. That shit is really important to me. You know? Because it feels like what I'm doing here isn't a failure. Because I'm not a failure. Because it feels like I'm not a failure. I'm not a failure in my own life either. Even though there's a sign to me that tells me that I am. Even though I will always have those moments that it feels like I am, though. You know, that's a very personal discussion that I don't want to.
No, I understand that one completely.
Yeah, it's a very personal discussion I don't want to get into, but yeah, I do have those moments. I do have those moments, and I still have those moments. You know. But I have to keep going. I have to keep moving. I have to keep doing all these things. I have to keep pushing ahead. Because it's all worth it. The joy of just doing this in front is worth it to you guys. I know people like to joke, but you know, I mean that. I truly do. So shit. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. But sorry, Bruce. I know I went on a long-winded tangent, but I don't know if you have anything to say. You've been very kind of quiet. Here, I don't want to put you in a spot or anything. I'm just wondering if you probably have anything to say about what I just this long-winded. I don't want to feel like I'm just going on with dead air sometimes. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I'm wondering if Bruce's mic got disconnected or something, because he's been unusually quiet.
He's probably in awe right now.
I had the microphone on mute, and here I am talking. So,
it keeps happening.
Fucking Boomer Girl, go ahead and roll that shit.
All right. Just for Bruce. If I can scroll all the way back up.
Okay. Boomer. Yeah, Boomer. Whatever you say. Boomer. Okay. Boomer. Yeah, Boomer. Whatever you say. Boomer.
There was an event that happened earlier. Earlier this week, we had something happen, and the internet's starting to pop up about it over the weekend here.
Mm-hmm.
Mads and I have discussed a guy before. She's not too fond of him by the name of Mr. Crowder.
Right.
Mm.
And there was a character that he wasn't renewed on his contract whenever he started his new season over on Rumble and other places. But I was kind of wondering about this. And Chrissy Mayer made a couple of videos about it. And for those that are in the know about Mr. Dave Landau, I really appreciate Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I like Dave Landau. He was the main reason why I threw $90 some odd at Crowder in 2021.
Are you part of the? Let me ask you this: Are you part of the? Are you part of the Mud Club or still part of it?
I was.
Okay.
I was. But Landau not being brought on, and then some other people being brought on to replace the comedic element of it, kind of didn't hit me right. And I like the people he's got on. I really do. Crowder, for you Central Plains American types, you may remember an old Bob and Tom radio show that was on in the mornings, where Bob and Tom were these two guys that just coughed a lot, but they would bring on comics, and their entire week was morning show full of comics, and you just have laughs because these guys would bring on funny people, and they would bring the joy. Well, Crowder's kind of doing that with his little empire, but it just wasn't hitting me right. And then Dave Landau finally talked about why things weren't going too well with it. And I gotta apologize to Mads because I thought somebody was a little different, but I was really in the wrong for defending Crowder. I know Crowder is a big boy, and I know he's got some shoes to fill, but he really disappointed me with the things that were revealed, and it's starting to come out. It'll be coming out over the next 5 or 6 days.
Oh, okay. I see now.
It makes what the admissions that's been made were from a position to where he wasn't trying to slander. He was trying to speak constructively, but their facts were still coming out. And Dave doesn't really have a whole lot of pride. That's been taken away. His admission through addictions and him trying to recover through that are really what makes him identify pretty well with people. I guess maybe because I'm an addict myself, but I really appreciate Dave's honesty when he is almost discussing anything. I saw him on a stream just talking about spirituality earlier today, and that was gold. But I wanted to apologize, and I'll make it public to Mads. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Appreciate it.
And that's all I wanted to say, really.
Okay, can y'all two kiss and make up now? Okay,
Hey,
can
you're
y'all at
not
least
my
hug?
type.
Can y'all hug and make up at least? Can y'all at least hug and make up?
My
Well,
wife
y'all
would
can
be
like
like, I want to
digital
hug
virtual hug. I'm just saying. There you go. Can y'all hug it out now?
Okay, I want to just jump into a comment Grumpy did. Because I have a little surprise for him. I was hoping he'd pop in.
All right, go for
Which
it.
means I'm gonna need to blow up my screen too.
Stunning says he'll hug you both.
Yeah. Well, he's got
There you
arms big enough to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Just don't hug me, okay?
There you go.
Makini would explode.
Well, depending on what part of Canada he's from, I'm probably gonna get caught in that hug too, and I'm like, get away from me.
No, because Grumpy mentions here earlier in the chat, I'm way behind on the Chibi Lanterns. I did get to write down what to do for the next few to come. But even though I've got a little more on RB herself, there's more work to be done. Grumpy?
RB.
Rainbow Bright.
You know what? For a second there, I thought Grumpy, he said RB, and I thought he was thinking I was mentioning Arby's. Like, what? Are you working on Arby's or something? What? I'm sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Grumpy. It is beginning.
It has begun. It has begun. Wait,
there you go.
Mads, can you?
Yeah, I agree with you, Grumpy. I really
Mads,
do.
Yes?
Can you highlight Squeeka's comment from earlier?
Which one?
I think it was the no way of failure. No way of failure. At 206. No way of failure had put together and worked so digitally as hard as you have. Such an awesome start to season 9.
Now, we've had some great comments in here. I just wanted to... Again, Grumpy had a good one that was also related to what Squeeka said.
Thank you. seriously, thank you.
Feeling like a failure is just another Tuesday for artists and creatives in general. But when those thoughts come, remember the CSF Nation is under construction, and we are here.
Damn. Yo. Damn.
This is why we love Grumpy.
Damn, Grumpy, you are the true ambassador, by the way.
Yes.
You are the true ambassador to this. And
I knew you'd be happy about that, Grumpy.
I mean that by my heart, Grumpy. We are much like I said about Squeeka, I say the same to you, Grumpy. I don't feel like I'm good enough to be I don't feel like I'm good enough to have you as a fan. I mean that. I don't feel like I'm worthy enough. I do not feel like I'm worthy enough. I don't deserve you as this much of a supporter, Grumpy. I mean that. I feel like I don't deserve to have somebody that is just incredible as you. I don't deserve to have any of y'all. Seriously. I don't deserve
He is fantastic to have as a supporter. We got Pod Racing Palpatine popping in.
Palpatine, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Palpatine.
Yeah, we do.
Pod Racing Palpatine popping in prematurely.
See, it's a tongue twister, ain't it? It's a hell of a tongue twister, ain't it?
The Lucky Neko, I want you to do that. I want you to do that, Nico. Please, let's reset the image and popular culture for Velma as to what it should be.
I'm not even going to touch that. You guys go on ahead with that. You don't go on ahead with that. That is it.
Yes, Lucky. Absolutely. Do your version. I'm sorry. I gotta highlight this.
What?
You're the best supporter. You said it yourself. I mean,
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
What? I have to play this again. And this is the third time I played this in a row.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
What? Okay. I'm gonna move on here. Because I'm not even gonna go there. But what way did I refer to him as a?
Cavatanio. I see the spinner. The spinning wheel is there on Makini. I see the spinning wheel.
Yeah, it's like the blue screen right there. Just like, sometimes you like awesome one. Both of y'all are weird. Both of y'all are weird. I'm gonna say that right now. Oh, weird. Why are we referring to this in this term? What? Huh? Just I get nothing. I get nothing. I get nothing. I'm not referring to anything. I got nothing. Forget it. I'm just gonna. I think this is the perfect time that we just gonna wrap this up because I am at loose end. You know what? Fine. We'll get. We'll go for 13 more minutes. We'll wrap this up. So, freaking Shay, what the hell, man? Okay, so
I think y'all broke Maki.
Yeah, I think y'all broke Maki. I think y'all got some. I got some of the weirdest people as my fans right now. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love every single one of y'all. I don't deserve y'all, but sometimes y'all just weird. Y'all just weird. I just have to question sometimes. I'm like,
I'll be right back.
do I even know y'all? Do I even know y'all sometimes? Okay. No, okay, so we're gonna go for about 13 more minutes, but this will be the perfect time for me to kind of address kind of what's gonna be kind of the thing moving forward with season 9. So I want you guys to listen up. I want you guys to really listen up. Straight up right now. Thanks to the reception that I got on Monday, I will be making the Monday streams. I will be doing streams on Monday morning from now on. So we'll be doing Monday morning streams on the channel. So you guys seem to like that. You guys seem to want more of that. So that'll be kind of my morning kind of brew in a way that kind of similar to kind of how Snow Dub and Loki with his Mornings of Mischief. We'll do morning show, and I'll probably do it right after Mornings of Mischief moving forward. So that will be one thing. The next thing is Fridays are going to be a regular. Fridays are always going to be regular. It'll be Monday mornings, so you'll be getting 3 streams. So starting from last week, you'll be getting 3 draw streams every week. So we'll be getting 3 draw streams a week. One on Sunday, one at the main show on Sundays, and then the solo show on Tuesday, on Monday morning, and on Friday at 11 a.m. PST. So you guys will be we'll be getting that. Time-lapse videos. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been very, very, very showing their support on the time-lapse videos. I cannot guarantee you that I'll be able to do a time-lapse video every week. However, I cannot guarantee you that. The reason is simple. It's just that these do take time. And for those who don't know, I am taking an approach. I am taking an approach where I am not giving myself a deadline anymore. So no more deadlines for me. It is going to be out when it's ready, and it's going to be ready when it's done. Hence why, season 9 had to take so long, because it'll be ready when it's ready. So, and I figured this, for me, I felt like we were ready to go. We were ready to go. It wasn't because it was a perfect time. It was just because I felt that we were ready to do this. So moving forward, time-lapse videos will be back. But I cannot promise you they will be on a weekly basis, a consistently weekly basis. Same goes for the sketch diaries. The sketch diaries will be coming back, and I've decided that I will be bringing the sketch diaries back sometime after the birthday stream. I will be bringing the sketch diaries back in full for you guys, because I did miss doing those. So, and those won't be set to. They'll just be every Monday. They'll be Mondays. They'll stick to the schedule that they will be on Mondays at 4 p.m. But I'm not going to give myself a hard deadline to get one out each week. I would love to, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can be that consistent, but I will try to.
Bruce, don't scare off our viewers.
What do you do? Bruce. What was it? Don't highlight. You know what, Bruce? Just you know what? Just you know what? There you go. Are you done? Are you done?
I'm not sorry. I just got
done?
sent the Rapunzel meme.
You're fired. Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come
Potter,
here.
Pod Racing Palpatines, his new morning show is going to be on Monday, so you'll have Monday mornings Makini's MILFs. Makini's Monday morning MILFs.
Yeah, let's not.
How's that sound?
No, but so with the sketch diary is coming back, and the time-lapse videos are going to be a mainstay. It's just that I'm just simply not going to be able to do it on a consistent basis. So, and I'm not giving myself a hard deadline either. So it'll just be ready when it's ready, plain and simple. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a problem for you guys. But the core overall kind of the overall just kind of core kind of message that I'm trying to bring out, trying to let you guys know right now is that I'm going to be back in YouTube creator working mode at this point. I'm going to be putting out more content out, regardless if it's the time lapses, regardless if it's the sketch diaries, regardless if it's a Makini live. You're getting more content out from me moving forward. I'm going back into, essentially, I want to get back into kind of that creator mode that I was in, 2 years ago in 21 when I was pumping out a lot of videos and such like that. I want to get back into that because I want to get to 2K. I want to be able to get out of this slump, or get out of this slump, because, if YouTube and everything else is just like, if it feels like everybody else is going to be against me, or, well, no, I didn't mean that, but I'm saying if this platform is definitely not going to, if this platform is not going to, be supportive of somebody like me to try or help me to try to grow, then we just have to do it ourselves. We'll just have to find our way. We'll have to find our way to grow. We'll have to find our way to get our new subs. We'll have to find the way to do it. We'll have to buck the system. You know what I mean? We'll have to buck the system. We'll have to, because, and it's probably best if we don't. It's best if we do buck the system. Just don't. We'll grow, and we'll grow on our terms. We'll grow on our own terms. We'll grow on our own way. That's what I'm trying to say. So there will be plenty of content from me moving forward because of, we're back into the swing of things, and I'm back to it. And I can't thank y'all enough for the incredible support. And I cannot thank y'all enough. Again, I can't thank you enough for your patience. You guys have been very patient with me, and I hope that the patience is rewarded. I really do. So that is kind of the general thing. But for now, freaking, we're back, guys. We're back in full swing, and I'm going to do everything that I need to do to make this season be the best season, to be possibly the best season of Makini Live ever. I want to make that happen. And I got so much art that I want to do on stream with you guys. There's so many ideas I want to do. And there's a lot of guests that I want to line up. And I think at the end of this stream, I'm going to be lining up a bunch. I'm going to be reaching out to the guests, and I'll reach them out and see see what Sundays they can be on, so we can have some more guests on. That'll be it'll not be all the time, though. Of course, not all the time, because now I'm thinking what Bruce is saying. Not all the time, but I do want to start having some guests on once in a while to really just be a fun experience,
Hey, don't be taking my words as quote unquote the opinion gospel.
I know. I'm just saying you did have a point, but
And
you do have a point, but not
Palpatine.
over.
Bad Palpatine.
What?
It's in the chat.
I will do the dark version of Rey. I will happily do the dark version of Rey, but I mean, if that's what you're looking for, it's like, yeah, I can do that. But no, but you did make a good point last season about not overloading the stream with which is nothing but guests all the time. So, but the focus is to make sure that we need to make sure that this is the one-stop shop for Sunday afternoons, that this is the place to be. And that's what I want it to be. I want this place to be always be that place for Sunday afternoons. Whether you're an artist or not. I know everybody else streams, but no, I feel like this needs. I feel like we have a. I feel like I have a title, or I have a rep. I have a responsibility to make sure to produce quality streams every time we go live. And I want this, and I always want Makini Live to be that Sunday go-to spot. I really want it, so that's why I'm going, and I'm going to work for it. So, with that being said, she is definitely coming together, isn't she?
You know, for some reason, listening to you, I have the Pokemon theme song going through my head now.
Why?
The very best.
Ladies and gentlemen, there she is. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Little Bear has returned for the season as well. Little Bear. No, but in all seriousness, I'm liking how this is coming together. Having the we didn't finish the shading entirely.
Well, whoever did that, I do not know because I have my headphones plugged in.
That's fine.
You know everybody can hear you, right, Little Bear? I'm just saying. Everybody can hear you, right? Stop. No, but she is definitely coming together, and I think at the trajectory, I think I should be done with this by, say, like, maybe Wednesday or so.
Maybe.
I think it should be done by then, because it is a new employee is more for marketing. It's like coming together so well. I might be able to look at ice spot. No, I'm liking this because I'm liking. I added 2 layers of shading underneath the base shading because it's going to add more, because it's adding a lot more definition to the skin tones and such like that. So as you can see, this is kind of how the flats looked, and this is kind of the inner layer from underneath here, and this is kind of a second underneath here layer. These have much more softer edges throughout. And then just kind of have the base shading layer on top. So that's adding a lot more definition throughout. And I think it's going to add a lot more tone as well. So I'm going to be doing a bunch more shading layers on this one. I'll start with the lighting layers. And that'll be all today. I'll be doing some more work on this after the show is over. But I'm probably going to get some lunch first. Tonight, we will be on Twitch finishing... working on Horizon 5 Rally Adventure Expansion. We just finished Midnight Club LA yesterday, which was a lot of fun. And guys, stay tuned. I might go live Friday night on both YouTube and Twitch, because this week the open beta for Street Fighter 6 drops, and I'm going to be all over that. So expect some new super chat clips from Street Fighter 6 in the coming month or so. But yeah, the open beta for Street Fighter 6 is dropped, and for what I played in the demo, I'm loving it, and I cannot wait to really experience it live with you guys. And it's gonna be on PC. I gotta rep my PC Master Race for this one. I guess PC Master Race goes for this one. So
I mean, you only spent $2,000 or $300, $2,500 on that PC, so.
No, it was like $1,500.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like $1,500 or so.
Yeah, no, $2,500 is how much it would cost me to get the same PC.
Yeah, it's $1,500. It's an Omen. It's an Omen 30. It's a gaming desktop. It's a gaming tower. So, but it's really good. It's been serving me well for. It's going to be 3 years in September. I've had this PC, and it's done so many amazing things. Of course, me getting those 2 8 gig RAMs have just opened the doors for so much. Opened the doors for so much for me now. So, yeah, that is it, guys. So go ahead. Oh, sorry.
If you take care of your PC, it will last you. I mean, my PC is no longer considered a gaming PC because it's an i7 4700 with 32 gigs of RAM and a GTX 980M. But I mean, I don't play games like that are needing the 37.
So graphic heavy or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
It's not needed. Yeah, and same here.
And there hasn't been a game come out that I thought, oh, I got to buy a brand new mortgage payment for.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. Most of my games
that's come out yet.
Most of the PC games I play are very well optimized, even for low end. So I was like, yeah, I don't need it. I really don't need it. I just needed the RAM. All I need was the RAM. That's it. So we're good. But yeah, I only have 2 8 gig because it could only take up 16 gigs. So I just needed 2 8 gigabyte sticks, and it's just like I'm able to really play a lot of the later titles now that probably need a lot more RAM. So plus this tablet, I think this tablet was like what 400 500 or so, 400 450 or so. But this tablet was an investment, and I think it's been an investment that's going to be well spent. I see myself holding onto this tablet for hopefully for at least 10 years. Or maybe at least 5, 6 years. So have a good night, Squeeka. So anyway, that is it, guys. That is it, guys, for the first episode of Makini Live Season 9. I'm going to go over to my teammates here, Mads and Bruce. They're going to give their outros, and then I'll give mine. So first up, as always, the lovely That's MamaBear. Go for it. What you got?
As soon as you said lovely, I assume you were going to, hand over to Bruce. I mean, jeez.
Okay. The lovely Bruce Lombardo, then. Go ahead, Mads. Go.
I can resist.
Bruce is lovely too. Bruce is lovely too.
Hey, Mads MamaBear here. Of course, MamaBear, your art doll. You can find me every Saturday morning, and I promise I will be back this Saturday. Now that clearly I have my voice back, which is why I've been unable to do the past couple weeks. Literally, I had no voice. But I will be back Saturday morning, and as you guys know, coming up, it's going to be that Justin Timberlake time of year. So I'm going to be deep diving into Mermaid for the month.
Well, you know what's coming in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
What is it, Tom?
What? 2 weeks?
Yeah, what's in 2 weeks?
Isn't this weekend's going to start being May?
No.
What?
What's the weekend after that? What's in 2 weeks?
Oh, what's in 2 weeks?
The birthday stream.
Right.
Yep. So mark your calendars, guys. Sunday, May 7th is the birthday bash.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, this year Mother's Day doesn't fall over top of it too.
No, but my mother's birthday is right after it, so it's that Monday after. So,
right. Well,
but yes,
we definitely have to do something special for Mama Maki.
All right. Thank you, Mads. Thank you so much. All right, next to Bruce Lombardo, what you got going us for us this week?
Well, tomorrow night there's going to be a stream anniversary on my channel, which I think part of my soul just died. So I said stream anniversary. Me and Janet did 51 episodes of movie discussions and tangents. So we hit our yearly tomorrow night.
Dude, that's a congratulations, man.
Yeah, and we really enjoy the hell out of it. We're going to continue that. A friend of mine and I were discussing the other day, like, if we could cut one of our streams out and dedicate that to something else, what stream would it be? And I'm like, well, it wouldn't be Monday. Monday, I have the most fun. Consistently, every Monday night. Having Janet on there is just she's a treasure trove of just, like, fun things that fall out of her mouth. Like I expect one of these days we're going to get kicked off YouTube just because of like just the things she says, because she's like that. She just has a thought, out it goes. It's amazing. And we're going to do that. And then this coming Saturday we've got our 103rd gaming session for this campaign, as we do it every other weekend. So we've been gaming for a while. No, 78th gaming session, my bad. So we're going to be and the characters are around 12th level, 11th level, and it's only about halfway done so far. So that's what we plan on doing. We're doing longer streams on Saturdays, about 6.5 to 10 hours.
Oh my gosh! I just realized something.
What's up?
What's up?
So I went. I made some changes to the front of the playlist. To my channel. I have a playlist called Makini Live Archives where it has all the playlists for all 9 seasons, and I counted up the amount of episodes we've done, and if my calculation is correct, today is the 150th stream we've done of Makini Live.
Nice.
This is the 150th episode of Makini Live. What a way to kick off the season. 150. Which means we have to go 50 episodes. Which means we have to go 50 episodes every other Sunday. Well, we'll make it to 200 by next year. We'll probably be at 200 by like next January or so. But yeah, I think we're at 150. We have done 150. We probably have more than that because I'll probably deleted a couple of streams here and there, but we have more than 150 draw stream. We have done more than 150 episodes of Makini Live. Not draw streams, but specifically for Makini Live, this is 150.
Oh, wow.
So I feel like that deserves an applause right there. Applause.
I'd clap, but I'm holding the figures I worked on today.
Here, we'll just do it for you. Y'all, I probably got my calculators. I probably got my calculations wrong though, but I'll double check. But yeah, I think we're at 150. I just realized that. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just like we have that 1 year anniversary tomorrow night on the Gorilla Guy in a movie, and then we have the Saturday game, which is episode 78 for this campaign so far. And that started 3 years ago, and we've been having mostly fun with it.
Wow.
I'm enjoying the shit out of that campaign, actually.
That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So, all right. So that leaves all but one person, and that is yours truly, the host. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you all for just your incredible support. I cannot believe we're like 150 of doing this. I cannot believe it's been, that 3 year anniversary is going to be big. You guys know that, right?
Oh yeah.
That's going to be
huge.
Yeah, it's 150 streams we've done since I turned on that camera. Since we started Makini Live. And this has been the show to be. Man, we have so many memories. We have so many memories of this, of just so many great streams we've had, and it's all there. It's all there, guys. If you guys want to revisit a trip to the past or so, everything is there this time. I'm gonna show you guys just the channel, what it looks like right now. So this is the main channel. So this is my channel. So I have made some changes to it. Now, what you guys see here, this is the sketch diary, and I marked it as pages 1 through 35. So that means the next sketch diary we do will be page 36, and that will start a brand new playlist. So we'll do a second playlist of sketch diary, and I think that'll be from like 36 to like 60 or so. And we'll continue that, but that'll be coming soon. The sketch diary videos are coming soon. I have another section called Makini Live Archives. This has all the playlists for all the episodes we've done all the way back to the first season. So if you guys ever want to kind of revisit, rewatch some old Makini live streams that we did back in the day, from the just so many great moments that we had, so many of the great people that we've hung out with, and all the fun memories and stuff that we've drawn before. You can go back and just kind of rewatch those and just have some memories. We've done some great drawings back in the day. We have some really great moments too. So, and of course, I might do another roasting of the first ever stream we did of Makini Live. But to see that, you know, we came all the way from, you know, me doing this to now I'm doing this is really a testament to how much growth that this channel has been made, and to the growth of myself as a person, not just as an artist, but just as a person. I came a long way from that. So, but tomorrow I will be back on for another morning stream. We'll probably should be having more. I probably should have some more progress on this. Probably should be. I should be probably at the lighting phase, or probably should have a lot more details by tomorrow morning, and then Friday. Then by Friday, I think I should be done with this by Friday. However, guys, you have, to all my channel members, you have and all my channel members, anybody who wants to be a channel member, next Sunday is the last day to join the channel and to get your access on the exclusive art drops that we have this the art drops that we have this month are, I'm gonna go ahead and show you these right now. So the Nami illustration is going to be for it's a good way to get it to load up. So this is for all channel members here. So stay tuned, guys. I don't want y'all don't leave just yet. Okay, so Nami is done. And she will have multiple variations. This will be for the Nani. I keep saying Nami, but Nani is done. But she will have multiple variations. This will be for resident tier and higher. Miss Bunny Penny, if I can find her. Miss Bunny Penny is not in here. Okay, so let me open up my files. Here we go. I need to delete you. Second class, guys. Okay, so Miss Bunny Penny. Miss Bunny. So Nani will be the. Is the monthly poll drawing that will be for the resident tier and higher. Resident tier and higher members. If you're at the representative tier, you will be getting the Miss Bunny Penny, the Easter piece that I did, which that one really blew up. So that is the Fortnite one that I did. So, and then if you're at the tourist tier, you will be getting the Elf Fighter, and this will be for all tiers. Nani will have 3 variations plus work in progress photos that includes the line art, the line art and flat layer and sketch layer, plus time lapse included. Same thing for Miss Bunny Penny. You only get 1 variation, line art plus flats plus sketch layer included. You'll get photos of all that, so you get to see the process and as well as the time lapse. And same thing for Elf Fighter. You'll get work in progress photos, which include you'll get to see the line art layer. You get to see the flat layer. You'll get to see the sketch layer, and you'll get to see all the steps as well as the time lapse included. So, in fact, if you guys want to, let's check this out. I want you guys to see this real quick. So, check this out. So, this is how she's looking so far. And Nani or the Elf Fighter right here. This should be a time lapse. This one will also be a time lapse as well. I'll post it to the channel sometime next week, probably after I'm done. So this will probably be another 11-hour piece, but it really depends. So, but that is going to be on the docket for this month for the channel members. If you guys, I don't think I'll have enough time to get any sketches in as well for you guys, but I'll see what I can do. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are on my community tab, however, if you guys are in the community tab, please stay tuned to community tab, especially, and I'm talking to you, Bruce, especially if you're into Midnight Rush, because I've been dropping some sketch work on that recently. Keep an eye on that, okay? So, but just stay an eye on my community tab for all just for all updates and such like that. And if you guys are part of the CSF Nation members chat on Twitter, you guys will get updates as well before anybody else. So just keep an eye on that. But yeah, so we'll have a stream on Monday, working more on this. But I think by the stream on Friday, we should be done, and I'll probably start on another illustration. I'll probably start on what to do for next month's batches. So that's gonna be community tab. So guys, stay tuned, guys. But like I said, sketch diaries are probably the next sketch diary video will likely be right after the birthday stream, or will be sometime after the birthday stream. And then on top of that, time-lapse videos are going to be a regular occurrence. They will not be consistent though, but I'll try to get one out as once a week as I can. If I can, I will try to. So, but that is it from me. And that is it from everybody, guys. I cannot say thank y'all enough for the start of this hopefully great season. I think we're going to have a really great season ahead. This is going to be a long season as well, as we're going to go all the way through the summer and into nearly into the fall, where the season finale will be August 20th, which will be the 3-year anniversary of Makini. Well, technically it'll be August 23rd. That'll be on a Tuesday, but August 20th will be our celebration of the 3-year anniversary of Makini Live. So, but I have a lot of plans that I want to do throughout this season, and I hope you guys will be there every step of the way for it. So if you guys can, please step on that like button. Please share the stream out. That's all we can ever ask. If you guys are brand new here and you guys enjoy this content, hit that subscribe button. We are working our way to 2K by the end of the summer, and I would love to be there, and I would love to see that happen. And if you guys want to support me further, you can become a channel member for as low as $1 a month. You get access to so much exclusive art and goodies each month that you won't get anywhere else. And I will be looking into expanding my reach into other places like maybe Rumble or maybe Patreon or Subscribe Star, as you guys can find another way to support me as well. Because as the old saying goes, you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. Am I right? Exactly. So for Matt's MamaBear, for Bruce Lombardo, I cannot believe I'm saying it. We back, baby. We are officially back. I am Makini90, artist, journeyman, illustrator, and we thank you for tuning in to the greatest Sunday afternoon art show on YouTube, Makini Live. Until next time, guys, take care, much love, and as I always say, never stop drawing. Let's get out of here, guys.
Later.
Good night. Makini Live is filmed before a live studio audience. Makini Live is a Makini Draws production in association with Channel 90 Television and is distributed by CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution.